right time. Stream,
Right.
please.
Hello, everybody. Thank you for joining us.
Yeah, please check. One of you should check the audio.
I do
Alright,
not see anything.
I'm refreshing the page to see if I get the stream to come up, and
Oh, there we go.
refreshing the
It's on
page
there.
to see if I get the
It's
stream to
doing
come up.
something.
I don't see the stream up
there we
yet.
go.
Refreshing the page.
Oh,
Oh wait,
never
here.
mind.
Get the
Here it is.
stream to
Doing
come up.
something.
I don't see the stream up
there we
yet.
go.
Maybe. Oh wait,
Never
here.
mind.
Get the stream to come up. Watch now. Button. Alright.
I have now also turned the classical piano music stream.
There we go. I can see your Dorks Play game background. And I've muted it because I don't want double voice.
Alright. I think I still sound a bit quiet, but I think Aegis sounds good and Roman sounds good.
Well, I sound good because I'm not talking.
Only while you sound good.
Oh my gosh.
But I could be too loud because Joe was loud, so I put my microphone input on max. So I don't know. Maybe it should be turned down. No? Yes?
I don't know.
Maybe I should talk more so you get a sense. I don't know. I'm opening the streams on my phone so I can follow chat.
Yeah, I think you sound good on stream. Alright, yeah, I think the sound.
By the way, I don't know if you've noticed this, but on the right of your Dorks Play game, I can see TTS on the very right side of the page. So your image is slightly off.
Oh yeah. I'm gonna make it slightly bigger.
I think the background is kind of new, so it's good we're testing these things.
But that's usually, I mean, it's usually not an issue if like the background is visible a little bit. Anyway. And I'm not streaming like my whole screen or anything.
Nope, it is just Dorks Play Cards background right now, and I think there's like a thing for chat, some kind of plugin that we can see.
Yeah, that's intentional. Yeah.
Should be it.
That's the chat. Wait, I'm gonna ping a Wired, our one consistent viewer. Is the title correct?
We try out Fire Emblem Cipher.
It looks
Technically,
to be.
there's a 0 after Cipher, but I don't think.
Nobody in 2026 is aware of that.
I mean, it has a different name, which is Fire Emblem 0.
It sure is a 0 now.
Yep.
Okay, are we in the correct category?
Yeah, it says tabletop sim.
Nice, so that's just from last time. Nice, good. I haven't had time to stream during the week because I've been working out more. It's annoying. I'm too tired. Okay.
Yeah.
And it's a good reason not to stream though, at least. But I wish I could have, because I still want to play Riftbound. All right. Welcome to Dorks Play Cards Weekend Edition with Joe. We have another guest today.
Aegis, would you kindly introduce yourself?
Yeah, I wasn't sure if you were doing it. Yeah.
I don't know nothing about you. How would I do that?
Well, like, I don't know. You could just say you found me somewhere. Anyway, I'm
You
Aegis.
found him in the street.
I play Cipher consistently since set 5 and it came out, which is roughly around Fate, so 2016. I played more competitive roughly around set 9. Set 5 was roughly when I learned to play. That's also when they added the first Radiant Dawn set, which is why I started playing. Technically, I still play stuff like South, Sonic and Micaiah are probably my 3 main decks. But yeah.
Nice. So Radiant Dawn was the last good Fire Emblem game, so that makes sense to me. So now that we've rage baited everyone, we can start talking about the game.
Yep. I mean, how much do you guys know? Because this is just going to be a complete teaching thing. I know one of you guys knows a little bit, but yeah.
I think I've only tried it out like probably 8 to 10 years ago, so basically I know nothing anymore.
Alright, fair enough. So here is all of the sets of the game. There are 22 in total. Each set focused on specific games. So set 1 is Lucina and Marth on the cover. It obviously focused on Awakening and FE1. So whichever you see is on the cover of the sets is usually what games or lords they focused on. There is only 2 rainbow sets, being set 17 and 22. These are the 2 celebration of the series.
What's
as
a
the
rainbow
game
set?
went on, what?
What's a rainbow set?
Rainbow sets are just ones that have all the games. So if you look at the Celiphan Edelgard right in front of you, that is set 19. It only had yellow cards and only had Brahmin cards.
That's crazy, man. Not even One Piece would do this.
That's how they did sets. They focused on specific games. Each set was it had specific colors. The only rainbow sets that featured all the games, all the colors were set 17 and set 22. These are the 2 celebration series, so to speak. This does mean that at times the meta, like certain colors were stronger than weaker. An easy example of this is there are no red cards after set 16. After they only got the rainbow sets after that, but that's also because Marth from set 13 was dominant in the meta for a long time. Marth set 4 was dominant in the meta for a long time. So then they ended up deprioritizing it, so to speak. There is 2 games that kind of got screwed over in this system. These are both the 3rd games of certain colors, because colors were done by generation, so to speak. So FE 1, 2, and 3, and their remakes are all red. Yellow is Genealogy Thracia. But yeah, the 2 games that got screwed over by this system the most are Sacred Stones, the 3rd purple color game, and Thracia, the 3rd yellow game. Everything else was got a lot. The game that got focused on the most is technically Fates, because Fates got black and white as their own colors, with Hoshido getting white and Nor getting black.
Are they also the only ones to have multicolored cards?
No, there is 2 other multicolored cards, specifically from Tokyo Mirage Sessions. There is an Itsuki and a Tiki that are both red and blue.
Okay, so Fates is the only one with multicolored cards, they're saying.
Yes, because Itsuki is not the strongest deck. He's fun. I enjoy playing him because their entire strategy is just flood the board with invincible units, and they're the only game with invincible units, pretty much.
So
because the Mirages, their weapons are invincible.
So I have a question.
Yep.
So they released a celebratory anniversary set with Marth on it.
Yep.
And then they killed the game.
They actually announced the game ending after set 20, which is the Micaiah and Corrin in the top right.
So this is...
So they announced it ending on April 2nd, 2020, and they said, "Hey, we're sorry, the game is failing. The game was originally designed to bring fans of Fire Emblem together, but we have found more recent ways of doing that. So the game is discontinued.
We have found it is impossible to bring Fire Emblem fans together."
No, most people interpret this as Fire Emblem Heroes does what Cipher does.
Does it really anymore?
What?
Does it really?
Heroes at some point, or
Does Heroes really bring Fire Emblem fans together?
I don't know, but that is just what the message was, and that is how most people interpreted it.
This is so funny.
For me, I think the game was originally designed and supposed to end roughly around set 17. But because Three Houses was delayed again and again and again, Cipher was just going to end after Three Houses got enough support. So Three Houses getting delayed by like a year and a half means Cipher got delayed a year and a half from cancellation. That is my own personal opinion. Not everyone agrees with that, but it lines up. But yeah.
Don't worry, you are in your safe space here. We won't attack you for your controversial opinions.
Fire Emblem Cipher involves every game in the series from when it came out, including Tokyo Mirage Sessions, and it also includes the manga characters from the FE6 manga. They were added in set 9. Funnily enough, that is before Sacred Stones.
Wasn't there also a Marth manga?
There's even a Fates manga that focuses on Leo.
We don't talk about Fates.
Yeah, the FE6 manga was the only one to add unique characters. So it's the only one that matters in this context. Also, there are signed cards from the voice actors of most units in this game. There is only one card in the entire game that is not signed by a voice actor, and that is Al, because he's signed by the mangaka.
Interesting.
Oh.
I got a bit distracted by this because it's like Alphonse and the Fates kids together with a good character on the cover. So like I'm just a bit I have to move away from this a bit.
Yeah, that is set 10. That is the set that introduced Fire Emblem Heroes to the game. It
I think
also
set 10
mainly
killed the
focused
game.
on Thracia, because that is also Thracia's introductory set.
Why would you put Fate? Why would you put Thracia and Heroes in the same set?
Because that's roughly when Heroes came out.
I think I'm starting to question some major decisions by this. Like, I think this right here is why the game failed.
I mean, look, you have Fire Emblem Fire Emblem Warriors right next to it with Rowan, the blonde guy, behind Frame.
That is a secondary reason why the game failed. But this, I would say,
Gosh,
this
I
is...
forgot that the Warriors was a thing.
Jesus
Because
Christ.
this was also Shadows of Valencia's first set. So this was Sacred Stone's introduction. Shadows of Valencia came out before that because the set 9. This is Shadows of Valencia's second set, Sacred Stone's introduction, and Fire Emblem Warriors introduction.
I'm still... Oh god, also... Why would you put... I guess I understand why you would do this, I just don't agree with it on an ideological level. And...
most of the sets are technically themed to a degree. So the game started off with Red and Blue with Marth and Lucina. Then it added Fates because Fates just came out. And then the third set was Revelations plus Path of Radiance. Then fourth set was Tokyo Mirage Sessions release. So they went back to a Red and Blue set because Tokyo Mirage Sessions involves Red and Blue.
Okay, this is the first reason why it went astray, I would say. You put Marth and some other characters that shouldn't be... Okay, I mean... I guess you can put Lucina
there's
there.
Marth, and then there's Masked Marth.
Yeah.
That
whose
Marth
identity we
actually
don't know.
Her skill does say that she gains the name Marth.
What do you mean? What do you mean her? I don't.
Well,
isn't this
you could,
Masked
class
Marth?
change Max Marth into actual Marth if you wanted to.
Correct, and in fact, for the longest time, that was the best strategy because the best Marth cost one was Lucina.
Is this like Grand Archive with leaders who level up?
To a degree.
No, it works. Well, I think it works quite a bit different than that, but it's similar in the sense that you do like level up your leader.
Yes.
Did you see?
You could go backwards if you wanted to.
You can also level up into the same card if you wanted to, and there are reasons to do that.
That sounds strange. Did you see they have level 4s now in Grand Archive?
No, I haven't looked at that since. And you did send me like they have that platform for it now. And
Pantheon,
I gotta take a look at that still.
All right. So do you want to go to the starter decks instead of the sets?
Yeah. Wait a sec. Where are
get
they?
to the gameplay eventually. That's kind of important, I think. Just my own personal opinion.
All right.
Okay.
So each of these. Okay, yeah. So these are the starter decks. These are the main lords of each starter deck.
Mm-hmm.
So they came out as the color or game was introduced. The only exceptions to this are the Lyn and Lucina starter deck. Lucina was added during set 17 and is the Fire Emblem Heroes starter deck and is colorless.
Why doesn't she have a bow?
Was just added randomly like a year before. I'm not sure why. I think they just wanted to do a partnering with Ulm at the time, so there was 2 starter decks they released.
Maybe it was because Lyn won the Fire Emblem Choose Your Hero thing instead of Lucina, and they were shocked.
Maybe. That's
some old lore right there. Holy shit!
Lyn was from roughly set 13. Ulm was from set 9. Lucina was from set 17. So they might have just been doing 1 per season, roughly at this point, and that was the idea.
By the way, who's this? Is this also an OC?
Oh, that's Blith.
No, that's Byleth. From Fire Emblem Heroes.
Is that a Fire Emblem game?
Three Houses.
I thought that's a Persona
Fire Emblem
sequel. Anyway, so there's only how many? Like 3, 6, 9. So there's 11 decks.
You got 12 starter decks.
Okay.
Go on, pick your favorite one, or maybe pick your least favorite one. I don't know. You.
I can't.
They
Least
are all
favorite
roughly...
least favorite is so difficult. There's so many. Um, but I am kind of tempted by Alm. That's like, because Sigurd I would feel would be disrespectful because there's no Thracia cards.
Yep.
Ike is
Yeah,
disrespectful
specifically
because
Gen 1.
there's no well, that's the only gen, so that's fine. But there's no Thracia. So anyway, but also no Radiant Dawn, so I'm not sure I should pick Ike. This is an OC, and I guess Alm, you know, maybe.
There is a Ike in the Fire Emblem Heroes one. I think the yellow card is Larse.
Okay,
though.
I'm not picking Fire Emblem Heroes.
Oh.
So sorry, I miscounted.
Arg-
There's only 10 decks, so this is the list of decks right here. Okay, so
Unless you want me to build something, but I don't know how to build it in TTS since our community does not use it.
no, that's fine. I think that would take too long. Also, anyway. Honestly,
Yeah.
honestly,
I feel
Alm
like 30
sounds.
seconds each deck, but yeah.
honestly, the first half of Shadows of Valencia was pretty good. After that, the game basically ended, and you shouldn't continue playing. So yeah, maybe I pick Alm.
All right.
So what do I do
Well,
here?
you just like
I do not
you
know how to
click
load
and
the
drag.
this game. I think you just... Oh, do you click and drag it?
Click and drag.
No, I can't. Maybe you can. Oh,
You just did it. There's your deck.
Oh,
It didn't
you
look like I
double click
could
it
do it.
apparently and it loads it.
Yeah.
Oh, there it goes. Alright, cool.
okay. So you do have a delay.
Alright, so we'll
How do I
go to
put the
board.
card back?
Don't you just hold it over the pile and then it...
You
gets
do
shuffled?
just hold it over the pile here. I'll put
Wait
it
a
in
sec,
your
it's missing
deck
a
area,
card.
and then you're gonna want to right click it and search through for your lord.
Wait, so it's only 49 cards?
I'll explain this. So the game technically has a 50 card minimum, but you start with one card on the board.
Right, like One Piece, but One Piece has 51 cards.
Yep, nope. So you're looking for the Alm with a cost, an Alm with a 1 in the top left corner.
Yep. I should
And-
not
Okay.
watch your stream,
And then
so
you
don't
drag
see
that
what
on
I'm
top of the board.
I think that's fine in this case, Joe, because I'm not very. Let
Yeah,
let
so
me
put
say I'm not very competitive about this game.
There we go.
I'm gonna put it mildly.
So,
Do I put him here?
yep, that's
In the
perfect.
front.
No, you put him in the front, where he was.
Here.
I'll explain the zones in a bit. But put him up one.
This almost looks like a Shadow of
yeah.
Valencia map.
So,
No wait.
it is, fun fact, this is a map this is one of the most demanded Cipher maps in when they made it. Can you zoom out a little bit? Awesome. Alright, so how this game works is okay, that's a bit too much. We have different zones of play. We have you don't need that other map, that is the same as the other one. The other one is just themed for certain reasons. So we have right now where Alm is called the front line or the vanguard. This is a place where your main character starts.
That's
Your
interesting
main
because
character is any.
it's the same as in Cardfight Vanguard, you know, because it's named Cardfight Vanguard. You have a Vanguard that you place at the beginning in the center, and there's 2 roles also. So that's strangely similar.
So the front line is for most of your melee units because melee units only have 1 range. So your front line can only attack your opponent's front line.
Wow, that is like where's
If
the
you have a
system?
unit that's if you have a unit that's ranged, you'll want to put them in the back line, which is where Crom and Lucina are. And then it takes 2 range then they can hit your opponent's front line. If you put a ranged unit in your front line, you can hit your opponent's back line. So the range of units matters because that is how you keep units safe, is by keeping them in the back line because less things can hit them, and so on and so forth. The objective of this game is to destroy your opponent's main character 6 times. 1 for each orb on the Fire Emblem shield. If you look at the back of the card, it has the Fire Emblem shield that shows 5 orbs. These are the representation of your main character's extra lives, and we'll get into that when we get into that. So the first thing you want to do is you want to draw your starting hand of 6 cards.
Right, there's a button, so if I just hit that, it'll give me 6, and then
I
there's
would hope
little
so.
buttons.
Mainly what you're looking
I
for
keep
is
this.
mainly what you're looking for is a copy of what is called your main promotion. So if you look at your hand, what you're looking for is a copy of your main character that has a 4/3 in the top left corner. All the starter decks use is a 4/3 as a main promotion. This means that they have a deployment cost of 4 and a class change cost of 3. We'll get into what that means later. Once you have...
Wait, is that like Digimon? Is it gonna be like Digimon?
To a degree.
Damn.
You are allowed 1 mulligan, where you take your entire hand, you throw it in deck, reshuffle, but then you're stuck with your second hand, no matter what.
Wait, what if you don't have? What if you don't have your hero class change guy?
Then you have to draw into it or heal it or other ways, because cost healers can get you cards. So you drew your cards manually, so you still have the draw starting hand button. My suggestion would be to put all of your cards back on top of your deck and then hit the draw starting hand, because that's an automated button, because you're playing an automated sim and you just did it manually, so now the sim doesn't know what you're doing.
Yeah.
Okay, wait a second.
Yeah, if you put them on, it should also give you like the top cards again. They shouldn't shuffle for you.
Yeah. So just put it on top of the deck and
Oh,
there we go. So to hit draw starting hand. Don't shuffle, or shuffle. Okay, draw starting hand.
Well, I mean, it's a reflex. Of course I shuffle. Otherwise, it would be illegal.
Oh, you are not. Oh, there you go.
Wow.
All right. So now you're allowed to mulligan this once. If you don't have a 4/3, it's suggested, or you hit keep.
Wait, what?
And then you'll get your 5 orbs on the left-hand side.
Why did it shuffle my cards back in?
You double tapped it in a weird way.
Double tap. I like double tap.
Just hit draw starting hand.
This is going great.
Yeah, this is one of the reasons why I personally don't like automated sims, is because if anything goes wrong, it's a pain.
Gosh,
let's see.
Roman was mostly looking for something like Magic the Gathering Arena, where you can't break the rules.
Please search your deck for your main character and place it face down in your vanguard. Oh, right, your main character disappeared. You reset the game entirely.
Oh, nice.
You have to now find your cost 1. So our sim has a special zone for your main character, so you don't have to search your deck. We added an extra zone to the game just for our main character. A cost 1. There you go. Now hit draw starting hand.
Okay, nice.
Don't flip everything. Alright. Draw starting hand.
I'll try to help him through.
Yeah. You need to have it so that there's a red button above your mouse. There you go.
Okay, I didn't draw my guy.
Alright, so then you're gonna I'm gonna suggest you hit mulligan. This will take your entire hand and mulligan at once. You're allowed 1 mulligan.
I still don't
and then
have
you're stuck
my
with
guy.
your second hand no matter what.
Nice.
Alright. So
Right.
now we have to decide who goes first.
There are some dice here.
Alright.
Don't know what those dice mean.
Well, either
I mean,
way,
it's probably the
tabletop
weapon triangle,
you
so...
If it's
Fair. Rock, paper, scissors.
So I
dice.
lose.
Alright.
It checks whether you're actually a Fire Emblem fan. Although I guess this is mostly like Fire Emblem Heroes nowadays, because the modern games don't even have a weapon
it does
triangle.
have the same colors as Heroes. I didn't even notice that at
Yeah.
first.
See, I have PTSD about it, so I know.
The weapon triangle doesn't really exist in this game, but anyway.
It doesn't in
Alright.
Fire Emblem nowadays either, so there you go.
Alright, so it is Lynn's turn first. You are going first, so you do not get to draw. The first thing we do is we go into the start phase. This is normally where we draw a card and we untap all units. The next phase is called the bond phase. You put 1 card in the bond zone, which is that stripe at the bottom of the map where Sigurd is. A bond is pretty much your mana, or however you want to say it. So in your case, you'll be putting 1 purple card you do not think is useful in there, and then you'll have 1 purple bond. You just choose 1 card that you think is the worst out of your hand. It is a soft rule to not put copies of your main character in there.
Yeah.
So you have to put...
I figure I want to save that for evasion or class changing, so I'll have Luis as my first bond.
So this
it's suggested that your bonds are tapped sideways.
Okay.
Just because that is the official way they're supposed to be. Yeah.
So it's like Star Wars.
Yeah. So you would go to the deployment phase. You have you count the amount of bonds you have, and that's how much deployment points you have. So you have 1 deployment point. You have a purple bond, so you are allowed to deploy purple cards. So you can deploy 1 purple cost 1 and as many purple cost 0s as you want.
Okay, and if I were playing something with Heroes cards that are colorless, I would also be able to play them with any face-up bond, or
correct. So how the game works is you look at the card you're deploying, it looks at their color, and it says, do you have this color in bonds? Fire Emblem Heroes and Fire Emblem Warriors are both colorless cards, so they do not have a color check because they auto-pass it, because there is no color to check.
Wait a sec, did you
So
pick
it's
the
just
Fire Emblem Heroes deck against me? Like, was
No,
that
this
on
is the
purpose?
Lin, the FE7 starter deck.
That's almost worse, but only a little bit.
I'm
Anyway, you
asking
put Louise as a
questions
resource?
for
Damn.
the benefit of you and the chat. But yes, there's like no lightning bolts in this game. Everything is a unit.
Correct.
Wait,
everything
is
a
what?
unit.
That's crazy.
Yeah. So the only spell cards or only activatable things from hand are a colors gimmick. It is crest powers from brown. They are the only cards that have skills that activate from hand.
There's a
without special
brown.
Well,
Yes.
yes.
I'm getting.
Except you don't think it exists.
That's 3 houses.
No wonder it's brown. I
so
mean, okay, look, brown does fit 3 houses, so I will accept that.
So yeah, each color has a unique mechanic. This is usually based on what they introduced to the series.
Okay.
So yeah, you've now bond Louise, so you're on the deployment phase. You do not have to deploy anything, but you can deploy 1 cost 1 in the front line or back line if you want.
All right, and I gotta ask, since I'm going first, am I allowed to attack on my first turn, or is that
You are
not
not allowed to attack turn 1. That is one of the 2 punishments for going first, is no draw and no attack.
one of the 2 punishments? All right, so I will move my bond over here to show I'm using it, and I will have Elowood, or Eloweed as he is known.
So there is no summoning sickness, so that means Eliwood can be attacked and killed without doing anything because, well, he can't attack this turn.
Yeah.
So just a forewarning.
Yeah, it's possible. Maybe I should be holding him.
Yeah, that is why I'm doing this. Also, you should not move your bonds and do it that way because there are cards that will send and retrieve a bond that as they're deployed. That does not give you an extra deployment point. How deployment works is it's a constant check of how many deployment have you used versus the current amount of bonds. So it doesn't matter if your bonds complete, all your bonds leave and then you get completely new bonds, you still have used a certain amount of deployment. You don't get extra for doing that. Anyway.
Well, no.
So now we'd be on the action phase. The action phase, you would normally be allowed to attack. You can also tap to move people. So you can tap to move Eliwood to move him into the back line, or
So
tap to move...
I could have him here just to have him out, so I'm not paying the deployment again next phase, basically.
But you would have to tap to move him forward, and then he can't attack turn 2, because your cost of attacking is tapping, and your cost of movement is tapping. You also have an activatable skill on Eliwood. This is also where you can use activatable skills. So if you see that little red emblem right after this, the skill name, that means act. Means it's an action phase or an activatable. So in this case, its cost is in brackets. Tap this unit, choose 1 enemy in the backline with a deployment cost of 1, and move them. So you can pull one of your opponents. So if they have something in the backline that you want to kill, you can use this skill, pull them forward, and then kill them.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Now if we look at Lynn. Hers is once again an act. Her cost, though, is flip 1 bond face down. Once per turn, you may pay the cost, and if you do, this unit gains 10 attack until the end of turn. Okay, I don't like how this is written. It's technically written wrong, but it's fine. It still has the correct skill for the most part. So, in this case, you flip one of your bonds face down. A flip face down bond does not flip face back up, and it's your long-term resource. It still gives you deployment points, but it does not give you the color purple, because that is a face down bond. It's not a purple bond.
Ooh, that's interesting.
So flipping bonds is your long-term resource. It still gives you deployment, so it's still useful, but it's just no longer colors. It's mainly a punishment for multicolored decks, because if you flip all your purple bonds, you can no longer deploy purple things. You have to use your other color, so to speak. All right. So you've used your deployment. You can't do. You can't attack, and none of your skills are useful right now. At this point, you would pass your turn. It would go to the end phase, and then it would be the other player's turn. So
You're up, Roman.
Yep, Roman,
Yeah,
you would
all
want
my
to
cards.
draw 1 card and untap. So hit untap all, and then draw 1 card.
Nice.
All right. So now you choose 1 card in your hand that you think is the worst, and you play it in the bond zone, which is where Sigurd is at the bottom of your mat.
I think all of these are bad. I don't know. Well, I don't know. I can't gauge them. You gonna have, but I have this one twice. So maybe this guy.
Yep.
I hate him anyway. So.
Well, having 2 of a card is actually a good thing. In Cipher, it's kind of like the Legends rule in Magic. You can't have 2 of the same unit deployed. Like I can't have 2 different lens out.
Oh,
There's
correct.
exceptions for monsters. And
So
there's
exceptions for generics. So a Cyclops is a generic. There is no the Cyclops. There is just a Cyclops. But there is only one May. So the same thing is true with Risen. The same is true with Anna. And the same is true with Disciple of Order. These are all generics. Because there's 500 Annas, so Anna can do that.
Yeah.
Anyway.
1 for every universe.
So you've now bond something, so you have 1 deployment point. You can deploy 1 cost 1 red card.
I'm gonna deploy.
So your main choice.
I'm gonna deploy. I wanted to say the girl, but there's 2, so now I'm choice paralyzed.
I mean,
this.
But the good thing
30,
about
20.
having 2 of a card is that you can either crit or evade in combat.
Yep.
Which is respectively doubling their strength when attacking or avoiding an attack altogether when defending.
yep.
So
I usually do that on turn. I usually explain that on turn 3.
What
just
is
to not overwhelm
what
you.
is
So, yeah.
Mage Emblem?
So
it's a
we
support
haven't
skill.
we haven't gone to that, but that is what is called a support skill. That is the randomness of a card.
Excuse me.
Of how Cipher works in
Are we
combat.
gonna flip coins?
No, but we're
Not
gonna flip
exactly.
Cards.
Pretty much that is a skill that only activates as a support. So if that skill does not exist when they're on the board, it just ignore any of the colored skills if you're deploying the unit.
All right, so I guess I'm gonna play this instead.
All right.
But where? Here?
So you can choose it. You can deploy them in the back line or the front line. Since this is a melee unit, because
Yeah.
if you look at the card, the bottom left of the text, next to that 30, you see that 1. That is their range.
Yeah,
So
of
if you were
course,
to
I
look
knew
at the
this. I
other
did this on purpose, right?
Yeah, if you look, well, you can obviously undo stuff in this. So if you look at the other card you were looking at, it has a range of 1 to 2 because it's a mage.
I see. Yes. Mm-hmm.
All right. So now you've now bonded, you've deployed. Now you go to the action phase. So the action phase is where you use activatable skills and can attack.
It's kind of
So-
weird how this doesn't have the phases somewhere, like, because other
Yeah.
other mods have that.
Oh, when we use Lackey, it has the phases. Most people don't touch them, but it is an option for beginners.
Okay.
So in this case, you can tap a unit to attack.
Isn't she summoning sick?
Nope, there is no such thing as summoning sickness in this game.
So it's
I just
Grand
couldn't attack
Archive.
because I took the first turn.
So it's Grand
Yep.
Archive.
All units are ambush spawns.
I see.
That
Okay.
is how we describe it.
So
To attack, you tap your unit that's attacking by tapping them sideways, and you declare the unit you're attacking.
I can only attack Lynn, right?
Correct.
Yeah,
Lynn is the
she's the
only
only
unit
one in
within
front.
your range.
Okay, so how does combat work again? Like, what is this 40 and 10?
So
So-
we'll get to that as we get to that, but for now we'll just choose Ulm. Get Ulm to attack Lynn by making Ulm sideways.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah, usually our thing is just double click. I don't know what it is on this. Okay, so Ulm is attacking Lynn. At this point, you get a support. So you take the top card of your deck and you place it in the zone where Roy is, right above your deck.
Oh, me? I thought him. I get
Yeah,
support?
We
players
both do this.
Yep,
Okay.
both players get a support.
Well, maybe you get support, maybe you don't.
We'll get to that when we get to that. So yeah, and now we flip the card face up. So this is your card that is supporting Ulm in combat. So Ulm is attacking Lynn, and he gets a support bonus from Clive.
Mm-hmm.
How combat works is you take the number on the left from your attacking unit, so 40,
Mm-hmm.
and you take the number on the right from the supporting unit, so 10,
I see.
and you add them together. So this is your
50.
combat of 50. You also, if you look at Clive, he has a support skill. This is a skill that activates in the support zone.
Damn, that was intentional,
So-
of course.
You see how that it's an attack. It has the 2 swords, which means it happens on offense, which you currently are doing. it is attack emblem. Until the end of this battle, your attacking unit gains 20 attack.
Damn, so like
Ulm actually
70?
Exactly, he's at 70.
Damn.
And now we do this. We do the same thing for Lin.
No, we don't.
Lin,
I got Will, who gives me 20 as his base support, but that's kind of it. So Lin only gets to 60.
because Bullseye Emblem being 2 swords means it happens on offense. He's not
Damn.
on offense, so that skill does not activate.
Get a wreck,
So
Joe.
Lin is at 60.
Yeah.
Ulm is at 70. 70 is greater than 60, so Ulm kills Lin.
So I win,
So
right?
Lin-
One of my orbs breaks and goes to hand.
Okay.
Exactly. So one of the orbs, you've destroyed one of your opponent. So your opponent's one of their extra lives disappears by going into their hand, and that's it.
What
And
if
now you can
What if the numbers are equal?
they go to the attacker.
Yeah, attacker wins ties.
So it's one piece.
And there's no
No, One
punishment
Piece
for
is
failing an attack. If your attack is less than your opponent's, it's fine.
So it's one
Alright,
piece.
And
It's one
yeah,
piece.
sure.
Yeah,
Then we
that's why I'm
what-
telling you, like a clone of this game.
Nice.
then our supports also go into the retreat, which is what your buddy did.
Oh, okay.
Um,
My buddy.
So now,
Okay.
I don't know
Thanks,
your guys' names.
thanks, buddy.
Just call me Joe.
So, sorry. Anyway.
No, you're my buddy
Roman,
now.
You can attack with Claire as well.
Yes. Okay. Let's do it. Let's get wrecked.
Alright.
All right.
Oops.
All right, and now
20.
get your supports.
Wow.
Oh, I think I just barely survived this. Let's see if you
50.
is a red card. Ooh. I'm glad that doesn't hit. That would destroy 2
Oh
orbs.
damn, that sucks, man. What do you have?
Yeah.
20?
I got Marcus here, and he gives it 20. So I have 60 total, and you have 50 total.
Damn.
So
Yep,
there's
so
no
this is 50
penalty.
for
Claire
60.
doesn't die.
Unfortunate.
Nothing happens. You do have the option of discarding a Claire card from your hand to the retreat to critical hit. This would double
this
your
is good.
attack from
What?
50 to 100.
That's insane. I don't
Yep.
though.
Alright, then goes to the retreat, and that is the end of your turn.
That's a lot of RNG for a card game. I'm not sure. Okay, is that it? So it just is that
Yep,
that
that is
automatically?
the end of your turn.
So it's like Pokemon.
No. So you can attack, skill, attack, skill, attack, skill. You just have no skills that are you can't pay the cost for
Useful.
either skill. So you don't have the ability to use a skill. So right now your turn is pretty much over. But no, you can mix and match attacks and skills. All of it happens in the action phase.
Right. But does my turn automatically end, or do I have to say
no.
I ended? Okay.
You technically have to say.
Okay. Because in Pokemon, it's like your turn automatically ends if you attack.
Yeah, no, this isn't automatic. This is you have to declare the end because technically speaking, you could still be using skills.
Yeah.
Or
No, I
whatnot,
get
or
it.
thinking.
It's just that in Pokemon, it's like your move is like the last thing in the turn. Like it automatically ends it.
Yeah,
Okay.
in this, skills and attacks and movement all happens during the action phase, so you can mix and match them as much as you want.
All right, Joe.
Um,
Show me your worst.
So you mentioned there's a lot of RNG in this card game. That's the point, because what's one of the things people say about Fire Emblem is that you never know if an attack is going to hit or miss.
They say that
and
it's
so
dead.
they're trying to emulate that in a card game.
I see.
But you can try and build your deck in a way that you have like very good
Well,
RNG. If
they-
you'll notice, Claire has 30. Pretty much all the Pegasus Knights are gonna have 30 for their support.
They said
Yes, there is a system
I
for
see.
how supports are determined. But you can also do other things. So purple, as a color, is So what did Fire Emblem 6 add to the Fire Emblem series?
Draw a card.
cartoony graphics.
No,
Well, you had what, Roy?
you already had that. If you actually pay attention to some other games.
Well,
So
bright colors.
FE6 added the CBA support system that we still use in every Fire Emblem game.
Unfortunately.
So Purple's gimmick or mechanic is their supports. They have the ability to set the top card of their deck, so they can rig their supports. They have support skills on stronger units. They have better support skills. That's Purple's mechanic. That's Purple's gimmick. Every color has their own mechanic based on what they brought to the Fire Emblem series.
Can I play a
I
deck that
remember
doesn't?
Florina is the best support in the game.
Can I play a deck that doesn't use
No,
any
she
supports?
is absolutely terrible. Florina is not
What?
used at all.
Really? I thought she was like integral to the Grima stall deck.
Grima's just a shit deck that no one plays.
Wow, now Joe is gonna lose interest in this. It's over.
Support value of X has got to be worth something.
It can be, but just Florina's is one of the worst because it's a win more card. Her support value is equal to the amount of units you have on your board. Well, I'm sorry, your opponent usually kills your units.
This is true.
So you see, I mean, the RNG thing, they say this about Pokemon too, so eventually the Pokemon TCG discarded most of its coin flipping. Anyway,
Okay,
so show me your worst, Joe. Let's do this.
So I will bond another card.
Don't attack
And
me.
I gotta ask you if I can do this. Can I tap to move Lynn to the back to force Ellawood to the front?
No. A forced march only happens during your opponent's turn. So a forced march is if your front line is ever empty, your back line becomes your front line. But this only happens when it's not your turn. During your turn, you can have an empty front line and it's legal.
Okay.
Gotcha. All right.
That is why usually you don't deploy turn 1 and you just pass, or you deploy a ranged unit in the back line and then pass. You never really deploy a melee unit because they're either going to get attacked and just die.
Damn, so I
you
already
just
screwed
lost
up.
the card for nothing. Or,
All right. So
yeah. So
tap to
if
move
you
him forwards.
do you have nothing to deploy? Because
Oh no,
deploy
I have
before-
something to deploy, but I was thinking
That's
I would
wrong
attack
ordering.
first.
You have to deploy first. The
Oh,
order
I have to deploy.
the ordering for phases is start phase, bond phase, deployment phase, action phase.
Okay. Well, I would like to deploy Dorcas because
And
Dork ass.
but I don't think I want to play. Well, you know what? Yeah,
I'm not
I
sure I
don't
like
think
the
want to
art on this
deploy
guy.
anything
Anyway,
else.
what are you doing?
Okay, so then to action phase. That's when I would want to move Ellawood up.
So I'm going to do a suggestion. Do not do this yet.
Not yet.
Your movement should be the last thing you do in a turn.
All right.
There is reasons, and we'll see if it happens.
All right.
Oh yeah,
So
you
I
don't
would
know
like
if you're
to
gonna win the combat,
strike
right?
Lynn to
Okay.
try and thin out.
So this is
my
40 and a half,
opponent's
30, and then we okay.
Yep. Now you do your supports.
What?
So if a unit can't support itself, so that's 0.
Really?
So like
Damn.
in Fire Emblem, can an Ike support an Ike in combat? Can you have a support conversation of Ike plus Ike?
Maybe in
you
Fire Emblem
can't.
Heroes, I haven't been keeping up.
So this is what is called a failed support. Lynn's support immediately goes to the retreat,
Damn.
and they get nothing. So Claire is 30 plus 20 versus 40 plus 0.
Damn. So I win.
So
And
Claire
nothing
lives.
happens.
Unless the Lynn decides to crit, Claire lives.
You're gonna crit Joe? Are you
Yeah.
gonna crit me with your Lin?
No, I'm not. All right. Gosh. Now, as much as I would like to get rid of some of my opponent's orbs, is thinning out the field generally considered better because I still have Dorcas that I can attack with.
Yes, the assumption in Cipher
Yeah, of
is
course.
that a unit will die every single turn you deploy.
Okay.
And most units will only live one turn unless you have a dodge or they're in the back line.
So we're playing without save states?
Yeah,
Absolutely. Oh my
Alright.
gosh.
Dorcas is
But I
attacking Lynn.
think Dorcas
Wow.
still does this.
50?
So Dorcas. So if you look at Dorcas, his skill has a green emblem. This is a continuous skill. So during your turn, this unit gains plus 20 attack. He's swinging as 50.
Okay, so I lose a life.
Nope.
No, I'm
Claire is
swinging
destroyed.
Oh no,
Claire
it's
goes to
Claire.
the retreat
I
area.
forgot that it's not my leader.
Yep. That is your
Unfortunate.
support zone. Your retreat is down there.
It's unfortunate.
And then
Unfortunate.
Fun fact:
Because
I
now
think this is
when I would
actually less
move-
automated than Lackey, which is impressive.
Well, yeah, TTS is barely done. It depends on the mod. I mean, I think this mod is just pretty bare bones.
It seems to
is
be.
it better to keep Ellawood in the back, or should I just move him forwards? Because
So the reason why I said not to move them, because if you were to get a flying emblem or a flyer cost 1 as your
that's
support,
right,
they
like
have
a
flying
flyer.
emblem, which moves an ally. But you didn't get it. So my suggestion would be to move Eliwood from the back line to the front line, so he's useful. Because right now he's doing nothing.
Nice.
Okay.
But he usually doesn't, so that's fine.
Oh my gosh, Hector's just so much better than him.
Why are my
so if
cards
you're-
Japanese and his aren't? Is that just the
So that just means
editors?
that So all of the cards are only in Japanese.
Yeah.
That just means that the person, whoever did this Photoshop to make it English, either didn't know the quote or just didn't want to do it.
Okay.
So here's a fun thing about Fire Emblem Cipher. Is Lyn a main character of a Fire Emblem game?
No.
Correct. He is not. According to Cipher, Lyn is not a main character. Is
True.
Hector a main character of a Fire Emblem game?
No.
Correct. Cipher does not say Hector is a main character. Anyway, there's nothing more that Joe.
I guess I ruined the joke. I don't.
No, it's just most people will argue that, or like will say Lyn and Hector are main characters. According to Cipher, they are not.
Well, it's debatable, but the
Like,
real
if one of them dies, you get a game over. Isn't that like main character enough?
not necessarily, Joe. There's a lot of characters that can't die.
If you play Lyn mode, you can't let a single unit die for the first 3 chapters. So
Yeah,
we're
but that's
seeing
tutorial though. That doesn't count.
In Radiant Dawn, you can't have Soth die until you get to the tower.
Exactly. Yes, Soth is. Yeah. And also the kings, the Lagoose kings.
Yep. It's just in Cipher. There is a. It's based. So how Cipher's support system works is if you're a melee, you're a 10 support. If you're a ranged, you're a 20, and if you're a flyer, you're a 30.
Is
The
it my
20,
turn?
though, is all. Yes.
Yeah, it's your
Because
turn,
there's
yeah.
nothing more that Joe can do.
Okay.
So draw a card.
Don't I have to untap or no? These don't tap.
It's start of turn trigger, untap all, draw.
I'm struggling with the red. Okay, there you go.
Yeah, I don't know what's up with that red button. That doesn't. There it goes.
Okay. Getting the hang of it. All right. So now I put a resource into play.
Yep. Play it. Put a card in the bond zone.
Maybe this guy. I'm not sure if I need him. Wait, Liberation Salary? What is that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Every skill has a name.
Is this because he's a mercenary?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like the Reese cost 1 in green references his support with Mia from Path of Radiance. So a lot of these skills are references to the games in some way.
Right. I don't know who to. This seems pretty good. Maybe I shouldn't put him. I don't know about her. I think she's pretty spent at this point. And having them together in the resource zone sounds fine to me.
Oh, go for that then.
Is this why? I mean, does it matter that he's untapped? I mean, he untaps.
No, I just don't know why you did untap him. I guess the untap all button also hit him.
Yeah, it did.
It'll hit your bonds. It can't tell the difference.
Yeah.
Okay,
Nice.
Lackey has an option for that. Oh,
This is becoming the Get Lackey stream.
I didn't know that New Lackey had all these buttons. I remember it being like, look, there's an area and you move the cards yourself and that's it.
It is, but there's a mark as bond option. Anyway, you now have 2 deployment points. So anything with a 2 in the top left corner can be deployed,
Yeah.
or you have, 2 deployment points, so you can also deploy 2 cost 1s if you want. Oh, also, here's a fun
not
fact.
Great.
How are archers different in Shadows of Valencia?
They can counter at melee range.
Correct. So, do you have an archer? Look at his range.
Nice.
Oh no.
Nice. So he makes sense.
Also, do archers in Shadows of Valencia counter flyers?
I don't think so.
They don't, unless they have a bow equipped. So
Yeah.
Shadows of Valencia archers also do not have a skill called anti-flyers.
Oh.
Like Louise on the bond zone of the your opponent will have a skill
he
called
wouldn't.
anti-flyers.
I think I'm gonna play. I mean, it makes sense to put him in the back, right? Like he has 1 to 3 range,
Correct.
and
Yeah,
also
he can hit anything on the board, so
and
you just
also
put him in the
him.
back line.
No, wait,
Oh,
not
wow,
him. I
wonderful.
mean, not him. Wait a sec. That's
No,
too.
that is 3
him.
deployment in total.
Yeah. I misclicked. It was a misclick. Sorry, I meant him. They look the same to me, you know. Like, it's like all of Alm's friends look the same to me. No, wait,
Alright,
that's not even
so
an
that
Alm
is the-
friend. That's I know the
No,
game.
these are both people from Ram Village. These are both Alm's friends. Bowie is not.
Yeah. Bowie is a Celica friend.
Yep.
unfortunately.
All right, so that's the end of your deployment phase. So now you'd go to the action phase, and you can choose units to attack certain units.
I'm just gonna kill Dorcas because he's dangerous.
Okay, who
Right,
are you
who-
attacking?
30.
with?
This insta.
Dorcas is only 30 on defense, so...
Yeah.
I mean, it makes sense to try to do it with him, right? But it's a bit risky. Right?
I won't say,
with,
I won't confirm strategy.
With Cliff.
For the most part.
Wait, you gave him tips?
So I will help you if you're making something that makes no logical sense. Attack ordering wise, I will not help with. That one's up to you to figure out.
Fine, I will.
I definitely agree it's a good idea to try and get rid of Dorcas because he hits for 50 and costs 1.
Yeah.
Yes, getting rid of Dorcas is the best play. I'm just not going to tell you the best person to attack with.
I'll just try it. Let's trust the RNG. I've been lucky so far.
All right, Cliff.
You know,
will
I might
attack
get a
Dorcas.
support
I'm gonna put my whole deck in the.
I feel like there should be an option to like right-click one and support.
20, so
Oh, well.
50. No. And you have.
Alright.
Yeah, I just barely survived that.
Damn.
Yep.
All right. So I guess
So this attack fails to hit, and nothing happens.
great. So I'll try with him now.
Units.
Gains 10 until the end.
Yep. Do you want to flip one bond face down to do that skill? That skill has a cost. And once you flip a bond face down, it will likely never flip back face up.
No, I will trust in the heart of the cards.
Alright.
But he only has 20.
Yeah, I didn't
That
know
is
units
one-
went as low as 20.
Because he has
That's
range,
1, 2, 3
that
range,
extra
yeah.
range, as I mentioned, he is punished. Because archers are normally only range of 2, but he has 2 extra range because he has a range of 1 to 3. So he gets 2 punishments.
So I might fail, pretty likely. I'll trust in the heart of the
Yep.
cards that will reward me.
Alright.
So I only have 40.
20. Yeah, I just barely make it out with 50.
Nice. Maybe I shouldn't trust in the heart of the cards.
This is where you discard a Tobin to crit.
Okay, I swing with
Still at Dorcas or someone else?
Yes. Oh jeez.
He really wants Dorcas to die.
Wait.
60.
Oh, Hector, defense emblem. He counts as 30. Oh, but
Wow.
I think you still... Yeah, you get to 60, so he dies anyways.
You also have a support skill from Cliff. Can you read what it does?
Oh yeah, I can what's it called?
Cycle card
Loot.
basically,
I can
discard.
loot.
Yep. Magic Emblem is a good skill.
Draw 1 card
Because
in
it
this
just
card.
makes your hand better at worst case scenario. Or does nothing at worst case scenario. So draw 1 card.
Discard this.
By Dorcas.
Did I really win? 40,
Yeah,
Yeah.
60?
yeah, that's a tie. Attack goes to the attackers.
Okay, well, I guess that's it.
Yep.
That sucked.
That happens.
I don't
You
like
saw
the
me
RNG.
fail 2 supports in a row. Why are you the one who's upset?
Well, because that benefited me, so I didn't complain about it. I like the RNG when it benefits me, and I don't like it when it doesn't. Okay.
Alright, so you pass turn to Joe.
Alright.
So start of turn you should draw 1 card. If you did not.
Holy shit, Joe! Alert! We have a chatter in chat.
Yep. Say hello to them.
She is
Alright.
medieval. Hi.
Now what have I done with all of my bonds?
Yeah, I don't know what you did there.
I can't believe we've
Ah.
look, Joe. If we hadn't been in the TTS category, this wouldn't have happened. There you go. I was right. there you go.
Alright. So yeah, it is now your turn. So you've drawn, now you want a bond because you're in
Yes,
bond phase.
now I need to
Bonding
bond something.
Bonding is technically optional, but it's suggested that you do it up to 4 or 5 with the starter decks.
Yeah.
There's certain decks that go up to like 20 bonds. Most of these are yellow things, because yellow's gimmick is bond manipulation.
Oh,
Isn't that the one where
interesting.
Selph's like all your bonds enter the field now?
He takes your bonds and brings them to hand. And that's called Final Holy War. But yeah.
Well, you finished the TT. What did you play on TTS? I'm asking the chatter, not you. I'm not talking to you, Joe. Joe, you weren't here when I played and watched Star Wars Unlimited gameplay, right?
I don't think so. No, I think I missed it.
It has a very similar thing where you put cards from your hand into your resources, and I didn't like it there. Anyway, Settlers of Catan stuff. That is a you person, Joe. You have definitely a lot to say to her.
I do like Settlers of Catan. I usually play that in person rather than over TTS, though. But we've had some intense games, you know, people cutting off others for longest road.
I mean, every game is better in person, but TTS is a fine replacement if you have nothing else.
Right, I think I want to bond Urk here.
Okay.
And then
Except
now have
Yu-Gi-Oh.
3 deployment points.
Yu-Gi-Oh sucks in person because then you have to smell your opponent.
Oh gosh. Alright, and I think I would like to clash change Eliwood actually, so he's less likely to die.
Sure.
Wow.
So a card can clash. So instead, the top number is deployment cost, which is entering the battle as if there's nothing. The lower number, physically on the card, is the clash change cost. So this is the cost to upgrade the unit into this one. So they are now upgraded into this Eliwood. If you notice, he now has 70 attack. 70 is a lot better than 40.
Damn.
Also, because you did a clash change, you get to draw 1 card as what's called the clash change bonus.
I was just about to ask. Damn, so it is Digimon. Damn. Or Digimon is this. No, wait. Yes, Digimon is this. Yeah.
The best choice is usually to clash change your Lord as your main character as fast as possible, just so that they don't die as often.
Well, I would have done that if I had my guy.
Most decks will run multiple copies of their main character's promotions and backup promotions and bridge promotions just so that they don't die as their cost 1.
Yeah, so like Pokemon and Digimon.
Yeah, you can get middle forms as Pokemon, so to speak, like 3 2s or 4 3s, and then your final promotion would be a 5 4 or a 6 5.
Actually, I think in Pokemon they don't, because there's just so many more ways to search your deck and draw cards in that game, so you don't really need to.
This is a very low draw game, so every card is very much worth it.
Yeah, Digimon is like way crazier. You like just keep evolving stuff and drawing cards all the time, like draw like 20 cards a turn and stuff like that. It's like way more intense.
In this game, there is only 1 single card in the entire game that has a skill that just says draw 1 card.
That's insane.
Every single draw skill either has a cost or a condition that must be met before.
I mean, that looting stuff seems fairly common.
That is, but that's draw 1, discard 1, so it's not a positive. It's a net even.
It's looting. That's not
if
bad.
you look at one of the cards, if you look at the card in your left, the leftmost card in your hand, it has a draw skill, and you can see it 1 has a cost and 2 has a condition.
That's terrible. That's terrible. But that
is actually a very good card.
That fits this character though. She's supposed to be bad. Anyway, so like. Moving on, it's still his turn, right? He's just played Eliwood.
Yes, I was waiting for you guys to, have your conversation. I didn't want to attack you in the middle of it.
So you might want to double check what Eliwood does now, because now he has real skills. Cost 1s usually don't have real skills. This now can actually do a lot more.
When you deploy something with a deployment cost of 3 or higher, other than this unit, you may choose it in the back end. Okay. Why does he do that?
That is the symbol for purple units.
Why does Eliwood move enemies? That seems kind of strange.
To get in range of your archers and mages.
So usually most of the main characters of the games are archetypical, meaning they just support the colors archetype.
I see.
Eliwood's case though is actually more based on moving the enemies. I'm not sure exactly why, but that's just the archetype they kind of gave.
I don't get what the flavor here is. Anyway, whatever. Anyway.
And also, when it says deploy, does that mean you can't class change? It has to be a deployment?
Correct. It has to be a new unit entering the battle.
Gotcha. Huh. Alright.
So, she's medieval. Do you have a favorite TCG?
Well, I'm going to start my attacks.
Okay.
Starting with Lynn. Oh, supported by Luis.
30, damn. So 50.
Because you get to 70 and I get to 60. Darn.
Correct, you live.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, she's got
Nice.
30.
Nice, nice. I keep looking at the wrong
Flyers
numbers.
are very good for their support value.
Right, and then I will also attack with Eliwood and maybe get my first orb break. Pent.
Okay. Wow. I'm not gonna make it.
It's 90. You could always evade.
I'm not gonna make it. What's
Oh,
evading?
and Roman, look at this guy's skill.
So if you discard
this-
any, so if a unit is being hit, you can discard any card with the same name, and you can negate the attack. It's called an evade. You can do the same thing on offense to double your attack.
Okay,
So in
wait,
this case, if you discarded an Ulm, you could negate the attack.
wait, just
Medieval, you
negate,
might
just
be
let it
able to
fizzle?
get,
Yeah, it's the only time you can't do it is when a skill says the attack is undodgeable. Other than that, you can just dodge it and it negates the attack. It is discarding a card from your hand, so it is quite expensive in this game. Yeah.
So I lose a life, right?
Yes,
Yep,
in this
so
case,
what
you
goes
did
to your
lose. You
hand?
had 50 on defense. That was 90 on offense.
So it goes into my hand.
Correct. It goes
Yep.
to your hand.
You do not have to show me. In fact, I would
Yeah,
say
you do not
show
show.
me.
You do not show it. It just goes into your hand.
Medieval, I'm
Funny.
gonna say you're in good company because Roman's also looking to do some of those things.
Yeah,
He doesn't like
I might play. Like, I'm definitely playing Riftbound soon, and I'm looking for someone to play with. But I'm probably gonna get someone who already plays, so he can explain the metagame to me and stuff like that in the decks. And we also play a lot of Magic, Lorcana. Maybe I'll play it soon. I haven't really learned it yet, but it seems similar to what I know.
It's
Okay.
your turn, Roman.
Oh, already?
I
Wait,
did
no-
also want to call attention to his abilities because you'll notice that like units have a whole bunch of different types, and the game actually does go out of its way to make use of those abilities.
Yes,
I'm not
each card has attributes on the left-hand side. Usually that's color, gender, weapon. But there is a few other ones like horse, flyer, dragon, stone. Like there's a bunch. There's like 10 different weapons you can use and a bunch of other stuff like that. But yeah,
All right.
they are referenced by other cards. There are sexist cards. There's genderless cards.
Nice.
Well,
Those are
like
my favorites,
Sane.
I guess.
Sane
Wait a
is
sec-
unit that what?
But-
Go.
But I thought there's only characters.
What? Yeah.
Characters and generics.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like so.
Sane.
Okay.
What do you?
So
What do
what
you?
No, I thought
question?
you, because I mean this would make more sense for me if there were like events and stuff like that that reference the types, right? Like draw if you have 3 knights or whatever, or move stuff.
No.
Or-
So look at the Bowie on your bond zone, the most left-hand card.
Yeah.
He references having other mages.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah. Okay. Anyway, so it's my turn. Untap all my stuff, even the stuff that shouldn't be untapped. And okay. Oh god, this in oh my god, I now remember all the fans of this character that annoy me.
The sheep.
Yeah, exactly that. From
Okay.
from Heroes, it was just actually was it over Heroes or was it even before that? Anyway, so I'm surprised. Wait, was that really all your attacks? Only there was only like 2 attacks.
Yeah, I only had 2 units.
Yeah, they only had these-
changed someone instead of.
So I have to
only-
somehow kill Eliwood. So
Yeah,
I'm
so
so,
you can either crit.
I mean, it's helpful.
so I'm Nurgle. Is
Uh,
what you're saying?
As I mentioned, you might want to read what Bowie's skill is, and it can be quite helpful.
Wait, you mean this one? Okay.
Well, you have the same card in your hand. I'll be honest.
Yes.
During your turn, if you have at least
Damn,
one
man, he's
other
just spoiling my
mage-
hand over here. That's rude.
Yeah.
Anyway.
True.
Okay. But I have to play a resource first, though, right?
So first off, did you? Yeah, you drew. So yeah, you have to bond, or you should bond, because
Yeah.
you're still not a lot.
This list seems okay, but I don't think I want to pay that cost. I think
mean,
I'm gonna...
if it's your only way of getting your main promotion, it can be worth it.
Wait,
Um,
your retreater is he in here?
your retreat area is your graveyard, so that zone. Yeah, you just gotta.
That's I'm looking at it. So it's like
This game does not actually search deck. It is very uncommon for anything to search deck. Everything searches retreat.
Yes, but
Oh, yeah.
also this
I
game you
forgot that
can't
he's in
deck
there.
out in this.
Yeah,
If
decking
the
out.
deck hits 0, you just shuffle your retreat and make it your new deck.
This is somewhat
There is-
annoying then. So maybe him.
There is 2 cards in the game that are 2 main characters in the game that actually can play a deck out strategy, but generally speaking, deck out is not a viable thing in this game.
Can import decks from. Yeah, I mean most people play Riftbound on TCG Arena, which is a little bit automated, and that's what I'm gonna. Joe, you remember it, right? We played on that.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
The French side, even though, yeah, unfortunately we're forced to play on the French side. Anyway, so I guess him, whatever. Okay, and then.
All right, now you have 3 deployment points.
3. Yeah, so that's enough for both of these. Okay.
Yep.
Him and her.
All right. So in this case, you do have a tome unit in Cliff out. So he gains plus 20 attack. So he is actually 60 attack on your turn.
So I guess that's my best shot at killing Elwood. So
It is because you do not have a crit.
so Bowie is Nurgle now. Okay, so I guess I'm going moving to action and trying it.
Oh, my poor Eloise.
Joe, do you-
You're
ready?
playing. Yeah, there is decks that have got nicknamed. Well, plays that.
Joe, this nickname is like 20 years old. Man.
I know.
30.
He dies.
Opponent's attacking.
All right, so
okay,
you
this
are
is
60 plus 20.
80.
Yeah, 80 versus 70. Elowood goes to.
Damn, I killed Elwood. I feel like the story's moving in the right direction now.
So if you notice, healing using a heal staff grabs a card from retreat. So he's not dead. He's just injured and is now off the battlefield.
Wait,
But
what?
wouldn't you rather have an evade through your lord?
So he is technically now injured and off the battlefield. That's what retreat symbolizes. I say this because there are skills that that remove from game that reference
Wow. Okay, I get it. That's crazy.
death. So you're
Okay.
only dead. You're only dead if you're removed from the game, or you're sent to
is that?
boundless.
Boundless.
Wait a
okay.
sec. I could do Jenny's effect now, right? And
Yeah,
flip.
you
Yeah,
can
you could
you
do-
can activate that skill and grab anything from your retreat if you want.
So I flip.
As long as
I guess these two.
Or you can wait until you've attacked a few more times to fill out your retreat with 2 more cards. Or with 3 more
that-
cards.
All right. I mean, I know my
Because you can use
target,
this-
but okay.
Well,
I
you
guess.
don't. What?
Wait, what did you
I'm
just
just
do?
saying, if
Okay, yeah, just okay.
he moved your support into the retreat.
I see. Okay, well, let's
because
see.
I was just
Um,
saying that because if you're looking for an Ulm, you don't have an Ulm in your retreat, so you might want to attack a few more times to fill up your retreat.
I think he has
If you're just
Yeah,
healing,
but yeah, but I already have an almond there.
do you?
Yeah,
Is it the one
I
cost
don't
though, or
remember.
is it the
you
bigger
told
one?
me I have him in there, so and I confirmed it. See, there you go.
Oh, there's a bigger
there.
one. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah, you do. Never mind then. Yeah, then you can just do it now if you want. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, that's why I did
thought
it.
you didn't. I'll be honest.
Yeah, I did. But I checked because you told me.
I wasn't paying attention to what was in the retreat. I'll be honest.
Okay. Okay. All right.
I was logging into Twitch because apparently I hadn't logged in years.
That's fine. As long as logged out people can still watch, that's fine. Because for some stream I had an issue with that. Anyway. Okay, so you agree that this is a good time to do it. But I mean, you could make an argument that I could still wait in case that maybe I have a different idea what to do with this, but it's pretty
Sure.
niche.
You could also get a magic emblem and then get
Yeah.
it on that way. Like
Yeah.
there are a few other ways, but healing
there's-
is the backup option, and
Yeah.
well, you've met the conditions for meeting that backup option.
Anyway, so let me just do it real quick. So what did I do here? I flipped them, and then does she also tap? Yes, she does.
Yes.
Yep.
And then another
and
tag. Okay.
Choose another ally. So choose someone that's not Jenny on the board, and you grab a card with the same name. You're
And-
choosing Ulm.
And
so you can
leaders
grab
are
any
also allies, right?
Ulm. You are your own ally. You are not your other ally or another ally.
No, but leaders are also allies, right?
Yes. Yes. Everything is an ally.
Okay.
Ally just means a friendly unit.
Okay.
So yeah, you can grab that Ulm and add it to hand. Like
But I can't. Can I play him? No, I can't because the
no, because
deployment
it's
is
not your
over.
deployment
Yeah,
phase.
deployment's
It's
over,
currently
yes.
action phase.
Yes. Okay. Yeah, so I guess I just attack.
Alright. I don't know who you're attacking with. Is it Cliff here?
Cliff, yep.
Alright.
Nice. So I'm at 50.
20. I'm also at 50, so that's gonna hit.
So, but
I
this
think
doesn't
three
count as
emblems-
destroying an enemy, right?
No, it does.
Yes, if they take an orb, that is you destroying them.
Okay, that is not like one piece.
So destroying
Oh
is
wait,
any
that's
attack
2
that-
orbs.
that
Shit.
hits.
Holy shit! 2 orb. Oh wait, why am I taking the orb?
You shouldn't put your orb back. Put your orb back.
I am. Okay.
Oh, you
Let's
have no
refresh.
dodges, huh? Damn.
I just didn't notice that was 2 orbs. I was
Oh.
like, yeah, whatever, 1, and then it's like, ooh.
Yeah, hero emblem is something to be aware of.
And then with Tobin.
Alright. What is this?
Wow, that's not much. Just 30.
Defending gains 10, you may...
I think
oh,
you don't even need a. I think you just win anyway.
Yeah, I think I just...
He's too
So-
weak.
If you notice, so go mouse over the Dorcas in the support zone for your opponent. So this is only cost ones have support skills unless you are purple. So this is technically a purple exclusive thing. It's a 3/2 with a support skill. Also, this is an IS skill. It's keyworded, which means you can flip one and repeat it as many times as you want. So this is a 20 support on defense for free, and then you can flip one to make it a 30, or flip two, make it a 40.
Damn.
And you can just keep flipping to get plus 10 each time.
Damn.
Can be helpful.
So it's like a multi-kicker thing, anyway. But he doesn't even need any support for this spell. 'Cause
In this case, he lives without paying for
Yeah,
it, so
Tobin
you're
is
just
so
gonna be
weak.
like, I'm not paying.
Even without support, he still wouldn't have made it.
Correct.
Tobin, you suck, man. What the hell? Anyway.
Yeah, that 20 attack means he is not that good because he got 2 punishments for having range 1 and another benefit for being range 3 from the baseline stat.
Wow. I just keep getting those clairs, man.
Oh my gosh. I am
60.
drawing all of my lens.
You do have a skill activating right now. You do have the support skill from Claire.
Damn.
So,
But
read it,
should
and
I
then-
though? I mean,
It says you may choose, so you don't have to.
yeah, I
It's
don't
up
think that's a
to
good
you.
idea in this situation. I don't-
Yeah. I just bring this up because it does activate, and it is what Joe was looking for when he had Elliewood on the backline. He was
Yeah.
looking for this support skill.
Yes. Oh my God, Joe! We found the one game where when our practice games I win. I'm upset that it's this game. Anyway,
Does that
I
mean
guess
you're
it's
willing to play it again?
I guess it's your turn.
Alright. Untap, draw. Oh, we are not getting...
Hey, I mean, this game has very good art. There's a 13 card panorama art.
Going to bond to Sarah.
Yeah, the art is pretty good.
Then
That's why it's
use
a
the
collector's
3
thing.
to class change Lynn, so she's slightly
Wow.
less likely to die.
All right, and you draw a card for the class change.
What's she do?
And I have one
let's
left.
get-
Uh,
Okay.
I think we're getting a little desperate here. Do I have anything that can hit back? I do not. But I could try and do some damage.
Dommage.
Oh, so you don't have a 1 cost in hand that you want to
Oh,
deploy.
you know what? Maybe this is ideal. If I put Eliwood in the back, so he could tap to bring someone else forwards.
Mm-hmm.
So if I go to action, I could tap him to draw forwards. I think I want Bowie because
Cost
he goes
1
to
though?
60.
You could also put Elliewood in the front and then double attack Alm because he hasn't class changed yet. He's still 40. You could beat him up.
Yes, but
You
I want
also-
to get rid of some of his things.
But you can't target Bowie,
You do-
right?
Elliewood can. Elliewood's skill.
No, I mean, isn't
Yeah.
it cost 1?
Oh yeah, it
Yeah,
is a
that's-
deployment cost of 1. He cannot target Bowie. He can target anyone but Bowie.
Damn, man, I'm rules lawyering all over your
Well,
face, Joe.
I could choose Cliff to get rid of your other tome, so at least Bowie's skill goes away.
Correct. That is an option.
Wait, what? You choose
Cliff
your
comes
moving
first.
cliff? Okay.
Yes.
And then-
so I can then try to attack Cliff.
Okay. God damn it.
Oh. Well, I mean, it's 100.
Okay. Not gonna
So
make
Cliff
it.
is gone.
Barely. It was close. It was a close battle.
Also, does Lin have an end of turn skill trigger? Or end of
When your
attack?
turn ends, you may choose one ally in the front line and move.
Yeah, I
them.
think you should do that, Joe. I recommend doing that.
Eh,
You should
Yep.
do that
Since
immediately.
this is choose one ally, she can choose herself. Then at the start of as soon as it's your opponent's turn, a forced march happens and your backline becomes your front line.
okay, and I could use that to get Eliwood up front. Okay.
Yes, that is an
You know
option.
what? I will do that. This puts him in danger, but at the same time, I think I need him in the front.
Yep.
Why?
Why?
So he can threaten other things later. Who
Okay.
knows?
Who knows? Okay. It is a mystery. Alright, untap all.
Mystery of the Emblem.
Alright, well, I need to... do I... I mean, that's interesting, I guess. This is 70.
So Jenny can attack because Shadows of Lynchie healers are allowed to attack, which is also unique because most healers cannot attack.
You'll
The
notice
ol-
my Sarah has no range in the bond
I
area.
remember Jenny is fairly
Um,
strong.
The only other healer that can attack other than Shadows of Lynchia ones is Laura from Radiant Dawn, to reference the fact that staffs can counterattack. In fact,
Oh, yeah.
Laura gives attack range to all staff units.
Okay, I'm not sure who to...
Jenny's also a tome, so Bowie is still plus 20. Because
Nice.
she's not a staff, because staffs don't exist in Shadows of Lynchia.
Oh,
That is
my
funny.
gosh. Maybe
That
I
is
should have.
funny.
Ah.
That is funny. I'm not sure who to resource. I'm not sure I need it this turn, but maybe I should. but, like,
You don't have to. You can skip bonding. Bonding is optional.
I know, but I'm not
Um,
sure if I should skip, because you said 5.
I said usually. Starter decks are very weird because they have a lot more low cost than the average deck.
I mean, this is kind of... I mean... The Jenny is spicy, so, like, I don't know. I think I will just opt not to. I will spend 3 to play this.
Alright, so class changing, you also need the color and bonds, but you do, so it doesn't matter. So yep, you class change Ulm, and you draw a card.
Yep. Okay, that's... But I can't play resource anymore, right?
Correct, you are past the bond phase.
Yeah.
You're
He
now
sent
going
allies
to
to
the
point,
action
yes.
phase.
Yeah. Else the person gets to the end. Okay, that's pretty... Believer in might, I agree. Might does make right. Anyway, so... Oh, okay, that was a pretty good draw then. Okay. This is 20. This is... he's so weak, man.
I mean, Bowie is 60, so you have to remember that. But you can just always, do whatever you want.
I think I will, this is 40. This is... Okay, I think I will use Jenny and attack your Eliwood.
Okay.
You're gonna get staff bunked.
He is 50
20.
against 40. Barely makes it.
Now I...
Yep.
Wait, I make it?
So
No,
this
I
is
said I
50
just
versus
barely
40.
made it.
Elliewood lives right now. You may
Unless you're going
discard
to crit with Jenny or something.
There.
you may discard a card named Jenny to crit.
Oh my gosh.
And now the attack is 100.
Alright, this kills Eliwood.
Okay.
Yep,
Oh, wait, what
that
am I
was
doing?
strong enough to kill Lynn. That Jenny is still alive.
Yeah. I just reflexively wanted to kill her. Anyway, so... okay.
Jeez, I could lose this turn. That's not good.
I don't like how that's based on RNG. But anyway, so I swing with Tobin first, I guess. Gotta be careful for your Zork in your hand that you could possibly have.
So Cipher has very few interrupts that you play on your opponent's turn, as you've probably noticed.
No,
There's
no,
like
I'm
6
joking
in the entire
about...
game.
Actually, it was Gores. I'm sorry, I confused the name. But that's a Yu-Gi-Oh joke, sorry. That's an in-joke among Yu-Gi-Oh players. Wow. But still only
Well,
40.
unless you're going to crit again, I think I'll make it.
Well, he does get to do Magic Emblem first. Magic Emblem triggers before the crit and evade step. So you get to draw 1, discard 1, and who knows, he might just draw a crit that he was looking for.
Nah, screw that. Tobin still sucks. Emblem still sucks. Anyway, yeah, so this is 60.
Like, all right.
Yep. 60 on 70.
Oof.
Good enough shot.
80. And you have...
Oh,
Wow. Nah, I don't like this.
just barely made it. Okay.
Look, if you play the right
70.
card, you can get support values of like 100. So like at some point, yeah.
Wow, 80.
No, that still hits. 80 and 80, yeah.
80 and 80.
Barely enough.
I'm not allowed to use Lynn's ability on my opponent's turn, right?
Correct. It is your action phase only.
All right.
It is usually suggested anyway to go down to 0 orbs unless your opponent has something that says undodgeable or you have skill destruction.
So I guess that's
in this
the end
case,
of my
starter
turn,
decks
right?
do not, as far as I know. Yep, you've done unless you have an activatable skill you wish to use,
I don't think I have
which you can't. Yeah, there's none.
I mean, it doesn't make sense to give him 10 attack now, so...
Yeah, true.
Anyway. And I can't do Jenny, so... Phrasing. Anyway.
All right.
So you are in death's
my
door,
turn.
Joe.
I draw one. Yeah, I am.
He's at no more extra lives, one more hit, and he is destroyed.
Yeah.
And Lynn will go to the retreat, and then Cipher's lost condition is you have no MC.
All right. So I think the one I'd like to bond is Florina. I don't think I'm ever going to class change for that bonus. But then what the heck to play? I think I definitely want Sarah.
7
I'm going
cards
to
in your
want the
hand.
evade. So that's 1 used, and I have 4 more.
Oh, you added a Lin? Okay.
Well,
I will. Yes.
Okay.
So I have 4 more to spend, and things are expensive.
yep. Good cards cost deployment.
Damn, Joe.
Yeah.
But also good things are worth the wait, right? Am I right?
One, maybe that's worthwhile. Alright. I think I want Kent,
Damn.
and I think I want Dorcas.
Okay,
Wow.
that is 3 deployment used out of 4. No, out of 5.
Sarah. No,
Yeah.
that should be all 5.
Oh, that's Dorcas 3. I thought that was Dorcas 1.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Nope, it is bigger Dorcas.
Bigger dorks.
Oof.
Big dork. Yes.
I just get a
Yes.
bunch of pop-ups when he's reading cards, so like, you know.
Alright,
Oh,
so
don't worry, I'm not reading any of them. It's okay.
so I would like to use Lynn's ability, so I will flip 1 bond, and all of my units will gain 10 attack.
Damn, that's a big turn.
I gotta get rid of a bunch of your units, or else.
Yeah, you need to get rid of Bowie or Jenny so that the tome thing stops happening, because Bowie is a threat. Bowie is a very good 2-cost. Fun fact, Bowie is the one of the most expensive 2-costs in the game.
Damn.
Yeah.
Because the starter decks have 5 exclusive cards in them each, and Bowie is one of the exclusive cards in this one.
It's exclusive to the starter deck? Oh man. People complain about that in Gundam. There's like an armor array in there
it's not a huge thing. There was just 2 starter decks that got expensive. One of them is this one because of Bowie, and the other one is the black starter deck because of Elise. The Elise card in it is shit. It's just during set 2, Elise was top dog meta, and they just needed more cards named Elise. So
Were you
they
attacking?
were buying the starter deck just so they could add
I'm
bad
gonna
Elise.
try and hit Bowie with Pent.
Okay, it doesn't have...
Here goes.
Oh, it's only during my turn. So.
That's good.
Yep.
Okay. Attack emblem Lowen is basically 30, so Pent will go to 70.
Okay, I don't
Yep,
think I
70
have
attack.
anything in the deck that has enough.
You could always evade.
No.
Yeah, if you have another Bowie in hand.
No.
Okay.
All right, Bowie is destroyed.
Yep. All right, and then is it really important that I try to get rid of Tobin, or I think I might need to start doing damage, honestly. Yeah. So let's start by swinging Dorcas at Elm.
He has 70.
Ooh, a
What?
minion.
Oh, I thought you would be using his hand axe to make him ranged, but almost. But yeah.
I didn't want to
70
use
on
too many
Elm.
bonds right away.
Sure.
Because if you have 6 more bonds, oh no! If only I had one more bond.
So I have 80. And you have
And
how
Dorcas
much?
is at least 90.
Okay. So I lose an orb.
Yeah, because
Yeah, he's 100. He's swinging as 100 right now.
oh, is he? Oh god.
Yeah, he has a self buff of 20. You have the Lin buff of 10, and then you have the 10 for support.
Oh, I thought his self buff was
Okay.
only 10.
Axe boys are usually plus 20 on your turn. I'm just going
It
off.
says plus 10 for his
Okay,
card,
never mind then.
so I think it's yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
So that makes it minions thing doesn't happen because I only have 5 bonds. Wait, if you have 6 or more bond cards, you may play this card face down. I don't know why. All right. Then I think Lynn is almost dead. I might actually want to. Oh no, wait. She does the. She can move herself at the end. I don't have to move her. So I'll just swing her at Alm.
Oh, you swing her at Elm?
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's 100 total, I think, right now.
Yes, I think so.
So I lose again.
Okay. Yep. So you get one more orb. And Sarah, yes, Sarah. I will tap her to flip 2 more, and I'm going to grab a Lin. I think from my retreat area. That way, I have an evade, and I'm slightly less likely to get killed.
Correct.
Okay, and then Lin's end of turn, she will. All of her will come here.
Yep.
Interesting.
All right, and then it's your turn.
I might still lose if I fuck this up.
You do have a way to pretty much guarantee a win. The question is, do you see it?
But I can't hit him with Alm.
Can you crit with Tobin?
Yeah, I mean, no, there is a way. I can tell it to you at the end. I'm just not going to give you the answer yet. I'm not here to like play the game for you, you know?
Yeah, there might be a line.
I've played enough Cipher games. I do not need to play a starter deck game. Unless I'm teaching. That's the only time I do starter deck games. But I use the TMS starter deck because it's the only multicolored starter deck.
I guess that's to show off multicolor stuff.
Yeah, it also, since it has the Mirage units, which are like the Crom, who's a sword, he's invincible if he's next to Itsuki, his master. So it's also to teach your opponent to read your cards. Because he'll swing it, and then it's just like, he can't die by combat. You just wasted an attack. So I do it for multiple reasons.
I have to think of it. Okay. I have... Who do I guess I think it's pretty clear I put this guy as a resource. I don't need him.
Okay.
You're now at 4 bonds. You have 4 deployment.
Yep. Thing is, I'm not sure I can guarantee that I kill these 2 to get to Lin. I don't think I can move her. Wait. Never mind.
Cards do.
Okay, it's over. I just had to.
He found it out.
I just had to read. I just had to read. I decided to read my leader, and yeah, never mind. You're dead, Joe. Okay, and it's gonna be the most flavorful win you could possibly do. All right, Celica.
Okay.
For
Deploying
1
Celica in the front, I guess. Yep.
and Celica.
And then class changing Celica to draw 1.
Oh my
so
God.
doing this is usually considered a bad choice, but in this case it is swapping out a Celica 1 for a random card in deck, because doing that
yeah.
versus just deploying the Celica as a 4-drop It costs the same amount of deployment. It just cycles one card. This also activated Ulm's first skill. So Ulm has 10 attack because another ally was deployed,
Yeah.
being Celica 1.
Joe,
He
for
does
the
not get a second buff because only Celica was deployed and then Celica was class changed, not
yeah.
deployed.
So Joe, for the sake of our audience, do you want to read Alm's second skill?
Yes. Intersecting Fates. Once per turn, flip a bond. If you have an ally Celica, move an enemy unit.
Yeah.
It does not say non-main character unit, so
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
No,
I'm gonna move Lynn.
So Lynn is back to the front line.
Wait, so let me check my. I'm gonna see if I have a meme move.
you only have one face-up bond, so if you're trying to heal,
Oh yeah, no,
you
I
don't have
can't.
enough bonds.
True. I don't have enough.
Yeah,
But I guess
that's,
I guess I come at Lynn with. Wait, this is 70. Do I even have? I don't think I even have enough anything that. Could...
Remember, what can you do on offense instead of evading? What's the other option?
Yes, I know, but I'm thinking about Ginny first.
Oh,
But
Jenny, I don't think it's doing shit.
Yeah, that was the meme move. Like I was thinking if I could bonk him with the staff, but I don't think I can. I don't think anything that can add more than 30, so it's literally pointless to attack.
All colors, their support value maxes out at 30, except purple. Purple is the only deck that can get supports above 30.
Is this like Riftbond, where just purple just gets to do all the things? Like, what is this?
No. Purple. I said purple's mechanic is supports and support skills and rigging supports.
That seems pretty strong. Anyway.
So here's a fun one. May from Shadows of Valencia. If you class change May, your opponent can't untap that turn. That's one of Red's skills. Purple is good, but they're not the only good color. You're just playing with pretty bad cards because they're starter decks.
Oh, I could also draw a card with her, I guess.
That's also an option. You could get a Jenny that way.
That is very true. I only have... Are you kidding me? Holy shit.
You drew 2 cards. Did you?
No, I didn't. That was the for turn draw.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, you drew like that. You can't deck out. If your deck hits 0, your retreat becomes your deck.
Okay, Joe.
what are you about to do?
I'm gonna. I know you have an evade, so I think I'm gonna.
Yes,
I think I'm gonna attack with Alm first because I need to use your evade on this. Actually, wait. Let me think if I do. Yeah, whatever.
Alm attacks Lynn.
This is 90.
Damn.
100.
Yeah. So that. No, that's 90 to 90.
It's 100 because Alm's
100.
first skill did activate once.
I'm reading my skills, Joe.
It is 100 versus 90. Lynn dies unless you evade by discarding.
I will evade. I will discard the Lynn to evade.
Yep.
All right, Joe.
It just has to be named Lynn. It doesn't have to have the same title. The only thing we care about is names.
Oh, okay.
Yep. It's the same with critting. The only thing that matters is the name.
Here comes Ginny, Joe. Are you gonna be able to prevent this? 30. So I'm at 50.
Right. Gosh, I don't get anything.
70.
The support fails.
Off the top.
All right. Jenny just does it. Yeah.
Yep, that's the Jenny crit.
Oh jeez. Okay, I also had another Celica, another Alm.
Yeah. You did find what I was talking about. You did have a way to win it, which was just deploy Celica, pull Lynn, punch face twice.
Yeah. It wasn't that complicated. Yeah, I found the line.
So yeah, that was a basic game of Fire Emblem Cipher.
Nice. Thanks for explaining it to us, Mr. Aegis.
Yeah, thank you, Aegis, for teaching.
Yeah.
And joining us for the stream.
And Glenn, if you want to talk about random things about this, or if you have questions about it, like what certain archetypes and gimmicks there are for other colors.
This has only been like 90 minutes. I guess we can talk about it.
Yeah, it's a very quick game, isn't it, Roman?
Depend. I guess it's like One Piece. One Piece is pretty quick too.
The average game of Cipher is about 5 to 6 turns. Starter decks usually go a little bit faster because you only have 8 copies of your main character in the deck. You only have 4 of the cost 1 and 4 of the promotion, and guess what? One of those cards starts on the board. So the question, do you have how many dodges do you have or anything like that, is you do not have too many.
The evade thing is pretty... Oh, Joe, I also had Saber and his... And this guy makes it so you can't evade.
So if you look at Saber here, he's not a normal class change. He is a discounted twice. This is because in Shadows of Valencia and Radiant Dawn, a unit can class change twice throughout the game. Micaiah is a light mage, then a light sage, then a light priestess. So her first class change is discounted once. And then her second, if you ever get a light sage card, it's discounted twice. So Micaiah is a 5/3. Just to show how units grow stronger over the course of the game, you get a double discount.
Oh, but is that the second or the third one? I can't tell.
This is a tier 3 class for Saber. I don't know what it is because it's in Japanese, but it is the tier 3 version of Saber.
How can
There's
I tell
also,
from the... If I can't
you can tell because it's in golden lettering, and you can tell by the class change cost being discounted twice from his deployment.
Oh, so it's always
So, like,
one less.
It's always one less for a normal class change, for a normal like tier 1 to a tier 2 class.
Okay.
And if you're going into a tier 3 class, it's discounted twice.
Because
with what Saber is.
Because in Digimon, it's like very different. Like the discounts are pretty heavy usually. Like
in this, it's only 1 or 2 if they're a tier 3 class, which only, as I said, only exists in technically Shadows of Valencia, Radiant Dawn, and 3 houses very, very rarely.
Joe, we got a second chatter. I just want to point it out. Damn.
No, that's me.
Oh,
that's my old account because I that was before I changed name from.
Damn, you got me hyped up for no reason. All right.
If you actually look at what it is, it's like posted the Cipher cord link just in case people, because there are.
It doesn't show because it blocks links.
Yeah.
Oh, well, that means you guys would have to do. You would have to do it, but I can't do that then. So yeah, each color in this game has a unique gimmick or mechanic. Every lord follows it.
Oh, yeah, Joe, I would not change that setting if I were you.
Well, I said I might be allowed to post it. Which
okay, that's fine. But yeah, we should not.
I was just doing that just in case. But yeah.
Right. Do you got the link as I post it?
Yep, I can see it.
Yes.
All right. Yes, for anyone else who is interested in Fire Emblem Cipher, which is sadly a dead game.
Yes. So one of my favorite cards, you might hate it, is Alphonse from Fire Emblem Heroes.
I guess we can look at the decks at the other cards in there.
Yeah. So if you go back to the sets on the other side.
Or Yep.
There you go. So if you look in set 10, which is in season 3, the second set of season 3.
Oh, the one that I didn't like.
Okay.
Yes.
So if
Alphonse,
I'll search and just draw him out.
Yeah. So one of the reasons why I like it is because he plays a gotcha inside of Fire Emblem Cipher.
Oh, jeez.
It's right there, Alphonse 4, bottom right. Bottom right.
Oh, that one.
Alphonse 4? Okay.
Yeah, that one. So what Alphonse does is he grabs a random orb. That's just Alphonse 3.
Oh, that one.
Where's Alphonse?
This one, I put it on the board for you.
Here?
I think it's
there
it is. No, that. So Alphonse skill 1 is he chooses one of his orbs, you look at it, and then if you do not have that okay, so first off, this is translated wrong.
That's okay. Alphonse doesn't deserve correct translations.
So his skill does not have that in brackets part. It's choose one of your orbs, reveal it, and deploy it. And so he just looks at one of your orbs and he randomly pulls the gotcha. So what do you do in Fire Emblem Heroes? You put money in to pull an orb and you get the unit. What does Alphonse do in Cipher? He grabs an orb, he pops it, and you deploy that unit and you get it. He plays Fire Emblem Heroes in Fire Emblem Cipher. This one though is reveal it and deploy it. If you're unable to deploy it, the orb stays there. I don't know why it says send it to retreat area. That's just incorrect.
Damn, that would suck.
Yeah, a fail to deploy is just like if you reveal an Alphonse, well, you already have an Alphonse, so you can't deploy it. It's illegal. So if you have the unit already on the board, you can't deploy it because it already exists. And then when you do deploy a unit from orbs, you get a new orb. So he doesn't really go minus on orbs. He's just playing the gotcha system by pulling his own orbs, and he's just hoping for those nice 5-star units that can just win him the game.
Oops.
And it does have the cost of flipping a bond, it looks like.
It does, because there has to be a cost.
Yeah, but that's okay though.
Yeah. But that's what he does. Is he plays Fire Emblem Heroes in Fire Emblem Cipher.
He seems to be colorless anyway, so.
Yep.
Who cares about colors?
Because most of the cards that he wants to deploy are colored.
Yeah, so it's not even a downside. It's not even a real cost. Like.
Yeah, it is a cost because the other cards will flip as well, and then eventually you run out of bonds to flip, and then you're broke.
Yeah.
Alphonse has the strongest turn 3 in the game if things line up properly. But he's inconsistent because you're just preying on a specific hit on your orbs to start a chain. So yeah.
Yeah.
In set 22, there's also a 13-card panorama art that involves every main character of Fire Emblem.
Set 2.
Set 22.
Oh, 22.
So the last set of the game.
This one here. Right, well, you grabbed one too, I guess.
Well, can never have enough set 22s.
Yeah, so if you look at it, every single lord should be the first, 13 cards of the set. And these are all... Oh, never mind. You reveal it from the bottom. You're looking at the last 20 cards, so you won't see any of them.
Oh, yeah, Marth.
Yeah, so if you look, the Marth is paired with the Alm, which is paired... it's just one long art of every single lord.
Okay, I don't know how to look at the bottom or whatever.
Yeah. You don't know...
If you like, I could just take the cards out and we
Splits.
can, set them out so you could see them.
I also have some URLs that just show all of these paired arts of Cipher, because there is a lot throughout the game.
Lord.
Okay, these arts look worse than the this face looks pretty dorky.
Yeah. So it's all one artist. There's also some alternate arts here instead of the base arts. That is not the base art Ike. That is the alternate art of Ike. But an easy example is if you look at Micaiah and Crom. Those two arts go side by side. They connect to each other. You can see Yune in Crom's art. Just because the bird's wing is on, Crom's side.
Yeah, I'm not sure I like this art anyway.
Where's
Yeah.
Crom? Oh, there's Crom.
Are you building the panorama, Joe? Are you doing this?
I was trying to.
So you can't do it here because if you look at the Ike, that's the Ike alternate art. It's the plus version of it. So you don't have the base version of Ike, so you can't build the panorama because TTS only didn't add every card. They only added one of each card. Meaning if they chose to add the alternate art, they didn't choose to add the base art.
It's over, Joe.
If that makes sense.
We'll figure it
No,
out.
at least I could build some of the panorama.
Yeah.
I'm not sure I like this art
And it's obviously just
either.
in the order. So it's Marth, Alm, Seliph, Marth, Alm, Sigurd, Leaf, Roy, Eliwood,
Leaf's
Erica.
face is awful. It's what happened here.
Not my favorite Leaf art, that's for sure.
Not all of them, not all arts are hits, but on average, Cipher has very good art.
I mean, they were shutting the game down at this point, so I get it. The art starts getting worse, so you pay less artists. And
honestly, I think Set 1 has the worst art overall, funnily enough.
Really?
There are just a few misses. This is just one giant art, so it probably has a few more weird ones.
But this one looks like it's from the original artist, no?
No, this is all done by one artist. The panorama is...
If I look closer, I guess it isn't.
You have the signature of the artist in the bottom right of the card underneath the name Erica.
Yeah, but I can't read.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah. That is not English.
Yeah. Actually, no, they do seem to be different. Okay, no idea then.
Yeah, they do seem to be different, yeah.
It's a
Then I'm not
panorama made by multiple artists.
That
is
sounds like
tough
a
to
bad
puzzle.
idea, to be honest.
Yeah, I mean, for the most part, Cipher has the best art of every Fire Emblem character. If you ever are looking for an art of a genealogy character, chances are you're looking at a Cipher card. If
Yeah,
good
it's
quality.
either that or heroes sometimes,
Here.
occasionally, I guess.
All yellow cards. Let me find
This
a Deirdre.
Elowood doesn't look great either to me. Damn, man.
Oh, I actually really like that Eliwood art, personally.
Really? Okay.
Yeah. He does have one of the nicer arts. If you look in set 7, he has a paired art with Hector where a fire dragon is breathing fire in the background, or Hector and Eliwood are crossing blades.
Oh, is that what, like
Here's
training or something? Okay.
There's a Deirdre.
No,
for
that's
you.
them from the end of the game, just final boss shot. Like Micaiah and Soth have the same type of idea of a final boss
also
shot
really
of
good.
Micaiah and Soth being a paired art with Ashura in the background.
I don't know who this
Sarah.
dragon up there is. Is that like Grima?
That should be Tiki.
That's Tiki? Damn. I don't like...
You also have the in the background of the building, I think, is the Dragon Shrine, or maybe that's Crom's castle.
I don't like this
if you
Chrome
look-
art either.
That's fair. In between Ike and Micaiah is the tower that they fight Ashura in. The background just has a bunch of like buildings from their games. As the sky changes color depending on what color the card is. So like Sigurd has a yellow background. Micaiah has a green background.
The
and so
Roy
on and so
one is
forth.
okay, I guess. This at least looks like
That is the plus. Yeah, that's a plus art. So every time you opened a box, there was one plus art or an alternate art, and you could pull this instead of the base art version.
Oh yeah, they're doing this a lot in the other games too. That's something I kind of am oblivious to.
Yeah. As someone who owns one of every single Cipher card ever made, I'm well aware of when of certain ones.
Wait, all the pluses?
This
You have
Deirdre
all
was
of them?
I have one of every card. Yes,
That's insane.
even the pluses. So I have a plus as long as it's a unique art. Some pluses just add a signature of the voice actor, and I don't have those. If they didn't change the art, I do not own it. If they change the art, I do own it.
This Deirdre
So, yeah,
looks
this
pretty
is
good.
Yeah, the Deirdres are some of my favorite.
The Deirdre
see it's-
2. The Deirdre 2 is a magazine promo. You had to buy a magazine or an art book. It's an art book promo. Yeah, that's what that one is. And then yeah, normal Deirdre, and then yeah, you have the Leaf and Nana paired art. Yeah.
Kind of meh on this one and this one. I just think I only like this one. Anyway.
That's right.
Okay. So
Yeah, you're not too much of an art person. That's fine.
I mean, he does like art. It's just I think he doesn't quite like the anime style as much as he likes something gritty.
no, I think Grand
Okay, yeah,
Archive. I think Grand Archive looks pretty good. Honestly, better than most of this.
I do not know what Grand Archive looks like.
It's a very weebish.
It is quite well done, yeah.
Images. Okay, yep, I see what you mean. Yeah, I could see that.
Arisana or something, or I don't know, Xander. I think they're
Grand
just...
Archive, you get a lot of standing shots. At least just the quick Google Images one. You don't get too many action shots.
No,
or
there's
weird ones.
there's event cards, so that's where they are.
Okay, that's fair.
And
Yeah, because
there's
a
Regalia
Raven
card.
there's a Raven and a Mia card that are both mid crit animation, so they're both upside down.
I see. In Grand Archive, like every hero has like like a Regalia deck, like a deck with like equipment for them. So that's where a lot of the action shot and like equipment stuff with them wearing stuff is in. So that's pretty nice.
Yeah, fair enough.
Like for example, one of them has a bunch of ingredients for like a cooking pot, and they're in there. I want to try that. There's new starter decks for Grand Archive for this new format. And I want to try. Joe, we have to play that when Kurin is available.
We
We
can.
have to
That
play
could be
that.
next week's stream.
Yeah, if Kurin is available. No, we set March 10th, right? So, if he can fetch Colin, we definitely. Yeah, I think we set March 10th. That's when Kurin is in town, I guess, and we gotta try.
Yeah,
but I don't know if
something
Pantheon is already publicly available. There's like creators decks, like for content creators, but that they send stuff to them. But I'm not sure if it's publicly available. I'm not sure if it's in the Sims, but it probably is. Yeah, I mean there's. But I don't know if that one is for 4 players. We might have to do TTS then. I don't know if it's already in TTS, but I guess we'll check when the time comes. But yeah, that's gonna be pretty crazy.
We could always check beforehand, so that way we know instead of getting surprised.
Don't you like getting surprised, Joe? Aren't you a gacha player? Don't you like Alphonse? Picking orbs?
I don't know. I think I would prefer to get the character I want, like, guaranteed.
That's not... You're missing the point, Joe. It's about gambling. You're missing the point.
Why do you think I am a gambler?
It's the point. The fun is all in putting the coin into the gachapon, okay, Joe?
That's the fun part, not getting the thing that comes out. Alright. I see how it is.
Of course. Please
like
sponsor me, Hoyoverse, anyway. Anyway. Okay. So yeah, that was set 22.
Yep, there's also, if you go onto the right side, I noticed that they actually organized the right one more table.
Oh.
That's the left.
You're on a delay.
No. You went to the left. Go to the other table where the starter decks were. Because I will say this.
You're on a delay.
In the where it says filter area, this is the other major panorama, which is the legendary weapons of voice games.
I see.
All in one 9 card. But yeah.
Oh, there's a search here. Oh, jeez. What does that do?
Probably so you can search cards. Like, if you're looking for a leaf, it'll pull up all the leaves.
There we go. All the leaves.
You could also do it like by color.
Oh, I pulled an Anna. That's a gacha pull right there. Maybe it's always like it didn't shuffle it.
Did you shuffle it first? Here, shuffle it. Now pull.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's alphabetical. Oh, Vel'Jin. One of the Cipher OCs.
Yeah, I think it's sorted by
right.
color
now
or
draw your
something.
gotcha card.
It's not shuffled yet. Oh, it's shuffled.
It is shuffled. Take one. See, you got Frey.
Wow, the FE12 OC. Nice.
See who I get. Oh.
That's
Camilla.
that's a pull
Bushido
right there.
Camilla.
That's a pull right there. I'm reminded of the first Spring Festival, 2017.
Look, I thought you got bathing suit, Camilla.
That would have been something.
Bewitching. Is that a real class?
No, that's the. So it is Camilla, and their title is Bewitching Basara. Basara is a class, and chances are that is what her class is. It's just her title is Camilla Bewitching.
Yeah, no, I'm just wondering if Basara is a real class in the Conquest or whatever.
Well, this is a white card. So this is set 3. This is their first attempt at Revelations. So they had units swap which color they were.
Oh,
so this is Obero's promotion, I think. Like, it's the spear fighter promotion.
A white card's like visually distinct
Obero.
from colorless.
Okay.
Yes, white. So if you look how underneath the 60, it's pink. That means it's a white card. So we call it white just because of old habits. Hoshido is technically closer to pink as a color. And colorless is closer to gray.
Oh, Taco, that's funny. Takumi and Camilla right next to each other, huh? I've seen that on a certain site before. Anyway. Wow. That's
colorless
colorless.
this year. Huh.
Yeah, see, this is a colorless one, yeah. So it's gray. So yeah, it's technically pink, black, gray, but we call them white.
Damn, I am your daughter? That's spoilers. I don't know whose daughter. I'm just gonna put that away over there. I'm gonna throw that off the table. There we go.
So rude.
Oh, now that's a real Fire Emblem game.
You got Olwen. I can see it from here without even zooming in.
Yep.
Yeah, not sure I like the art though.
She's protecting children.
Yeah, like she did in the game. That's nice.
Yeah.
I think the modernized art looks kind of... I don't know if I like this. Anyway.
That's fair. That's fine. It happens. Not for everyone.
Robin Mail. Art drawn after 1998 isn't real. Anyway. Oh, who's that? I don't even know this character.
I am still looking at Robin.
This is from Fates.
Yep. She is Corin's mother's retainer.
Yeah, I think that's the one with the scar on her face.
Correct. This is a little like pixelated, but I can still see the scar.
Yeah, a little bit. They didn't want to make her too obvious.
Oh. Rajan. Okay.
Rajan?
Oh, Rajan, okay.
Oh, no, him. Yeah. He is Ashnard's support. Obviously.
That's nasty. If you have no allied Ashnard, this unit cannot evade. That's mean. Twisted body.
Well, move your allied Ashnard once you do move this unit to the same area as your allied Ashnard.
Yep. So he's obviously just only really played in Ashnard decks.
There should be a way to free him from Ashnard's control to heal our trauma of 30 years ago.
There is only 2 alternate universe cards. That is what happens if Ike was to have picked up the medallion after killing Ashnard, and what happened to Crom in Lucina's timeline.
I don't even know what
I
happened
should
to
show you
Crom.
that one.
Anyway, I thought that was Riz at first. I got excited, but then it's just Wendell.
Let me find you this alternate Crom.
That should be set 8 if you're going by sets.
I'm just going through the blue cards because I know all of them are there.
Oh, it's Merrick. Not bad. Oh, he has this mage emblem thing.
Here he is.
Yep, cost 1 Merrick.
Where are you? Here is alternate Crom.
Or Crombie, as he is rightfully dubbed.
What?
Crombie. It's Crom, but a zombie.
Oh.
The undead monarch of despair.
Monarch of despair. Damn. Risen units. Okay. I mean, that looks like the good timeline to me. Anyway, so at least in that one they don't have to deal with the kids. Anyway.
You mean the kids literally came from that timeline?
That's literally Lucina's timeline. That's the timeline where Lucina was from.
Yeah, but like they don't survive in that one, do they?
They jump back in time, so yes, they technically are alive.
Yeah, but if they didn't jump back,
then here's another, monstrous card.
Oh, 0. Huh?
Oh, 0 sports. Yep, those are a thing. Oh, yeah, the final boss of Sacred Stones.
Sacred Stones. Yeah.
This one's just good for scale because you see that tiny little Erica.
Yeah,
it's funny.
Yeah, I see Ephraim is in there too.
Yep.
No, purple is not. Purple is about supports, right?
Yeah, purple is mainly about supports and rigging them. There's a few minor archetypes in there as well, but for the most part, yes, they are about supports.
Because that kind of reminds me of like in Digimon, purple is like also the villain color, and it's like a lot of like building up a huge boss out of evolutions.
If you look at the zombie Crom, he's also a 0 support because villains are the final bosses are 0 supports.
I think I
lots of monsters are 0 supports.
I don't know where I think I threw that Crom off the table. Anyway,
yeah.
Oh yeah, 0 support.
But Roman, you'll also notice that normally cards have like a 4 card limit, but monsters and generics don't.
Oh.
Not all generics. Disciple of Order still goes by that 4 card limit, and so does Anna. Right. It's specifically monsters.
This unit can perform a critical hit or evade. Yeah.
Yep.
By the way, how do you determine if someone can be a leader?
They have a
the cult 1 cost.
Any unit can be main character as long as they have a 1 cost. You can play Gatekeeper MC, and his only skill is he can't attack.
Nice.
Fun fact: I have won a game of Gatekeeper vs Ryoma.
That's great. I think Ryoma should be.
Game?
I think Ryoma should be gatekept from the franchise.
I won the set 2-1 as Gatekeeper MC versus Ryoma MC.
Yeah. I applaud that because I think Ryoma should be gate kept. Anyway,
Yep.
I think I would play
with that, I
Gatekeeper.
don't think you guys have too much more, so I'll probably end up heading out, if that's all right.
Yeah, thank you for
Alright,
joining
thanks.
us, Aegis.
Yep.
Thank you, chat, for watching. And if you enjoyed Cipher, the link to their Discord is in the chat. Go check them out.
All right. Well.
All right.
See ya.
See ya,
Have a good day,
Aegis.
Tim.
Thanks.
Anytime.
All right, and Roman, before I let you go, I want to ask how you think this compares to One Piece.
Leave
How
me
similar
before
they
you
are.
let me go. It's my stream.
All right, fine. Well, before you run off on me to get milk and cigarettes,
Before
when
I
come
kick you
back.
out and get my milk.
Yeah, what do you think? How does it compare to the One Piece game that is almost the same?
Let me think a bit. So in One Piece, you do have event cards. I'm very surprised. I didn't remember that Fire Emblem Cipher didn't have anything outside characters. That's a bit. I can't think of another game that does that. Can you?
Oh gosh, if I tried really hard, maybe.
Maybe there's like some really obscure one. But even one where you would think there's not much outside of like Digimon and Pokemon, right? But even those have
Yeah, they have, PP up, your favorite card.
ends PP up.
Ends PP.
Well, there's both. There's a generic PP up and there's ends. The best card name ever, ends PP up. It's actually a good card too. Like it's played in tournaments. That makes it so much better too. Like it actually is a competitively viable card. It's in competitive decks. It's played on the Pokemon stream. The casters have to say the name. Okay, but see, non-character cards make the game immediately better. Anyway, yeah, that's a bit strange. I feel like in One Piece the appeal is that your cards always do something. Or almost always. Because they can be played as generic counters to buff your stats, right? Like, you can't do that here. Like, it has to be the same name. And, they can also... And it's a game where your resources are in the deck, and you play one from your hand, which makes it like Star Wars Unlimited, which is why I kept bringing that up. And I didn't like that mechanic. I preferred when the resources are... If you do... Actually, I mean, I guess this is pretty much like Duel Masters. But I feel like Duel Masters was a bit... I don't know. I mean, I can't really... Because I don't know much about the card pool in Cipher, but I think Duel Masters had a bit more of a difference in what the colors did with the resources. Like, it wasn't just yellow. But...
I could tell you some of the other things. Like, there are effects that'll say, like, retreat a bond or retreat 2 bonds from your bond area.
Yeah.
You'll take them and throw them into the, your retreat.
Yeah.
There are effects that let you flip your opponent's bonds, just to try and take them off of a color. Or to make it so they can't pay for things.
Yeah. I think what's interesting also is that there's no summoning sickness, which Duel Masters had.
Yeah. Oh, here's 11. He's got drop him.
I don't remember
But he
Star
has
Wars.
a bond skill, which is something that he can only use while in the bond zone.
Wait, I don't know what you're showing. Are you showing me 11?
I put him into your hand. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, do you want this?
I was showing it to you.
No, I mean, do you want to do
Like
this? Do you want to put a resource into your hand? In this? Because this game is... I'm not sure I like the strictness of actions, right?
It's a very simple game.
No, but like the turn structure is very strict. That's what I mean. Like
Like how there's no main phase 2 like in Magic.
in many modern card games they get rid of the turn structure almost entirely. So like you can put resources down, well, kind of like a main phase too, but even less structure, you know, like in Riftbound, where you can
you can attack, play something, attack again, and then play something again.
Although in Riftbound, the resources come into play also like at a specific time in their channel step. But that is a thing that happens at this, like, because it's a separate deck and it has nothing but runes, so you don't have to make a decision like what you put down from your hand. That's more Star Wars Unlimited, and I didn't really like. I think the card games where it's a separate resource deck, where you don't have to make these decisions, I think they are currently more favored. Don't you agree?
Yeah, they're definitely simpler. It does take that strategy element out of it, where you have to think about whether you want it as, you know.
Well,
because
in Riftbound there is that strategy of like, it is different color runes in your deck, and many costs and effects are putting the runes back in under your resource deck, and they come back and stuff like that. So there is still a lot, like even if it's just a separate simple resource deck, there's still strategy there.
Right. There's still the, you know, do you pay the cost? Nothing's ever free. But I'm saying, like, you don't have to choose whether or not you deploy what you have as the resource or as something
exactly else. And I think many people don't really like, it's kind of feels bad, like especially if it's permanent. That was one of my issues with Star Wars, to be honest. And I think Star Wars also didn't have summoning sickness, but I'm not quite sure. I think it didn't. Star Wars also had that interesting thing with the two different lanes. Like you had like space and ground, and they could only like interact with each other. Like your space stuff could only attack the opponent's space stuff.
You know what? If they had ever finished making Star Wars Battlefront 3, we would have had air-ground battles.
Maybe. Many people like Star Wars Unlimited. I think the gameplay is pretty good, but I just personally didn't really like that resource from hand thing. And it also has leaders, by the way, so you start with... so this Cipher is more of a commander format, where like anyone, but with restriction, anyone with cost 1 can be your leader, or whatever it's called.
You'll notice that some choices are better than others, though. Like, you'll notice Jenny's a cost 1, but she's only got 20 power. You're asking for a whooping if you play.
Well, maybe you could play like a stall deck with her. I don't know. Like when she enables more crits, or maybe, I don't know. It's probably a bad idea. Yeah. So
yeah, you'll notice like the lords have 40.
So I think it's more favorable nowadays to make separate, like, designed leader cards, or like One Piece has. Like I think all the card games do that. Like Riftbound does it with the Legends, right? And like any card game that's like, oh, like, let's do Commander, let's do leaders because commanders are popular. It does like a separate leader card. And it also matters for like things that target only minions or whatever, right? And not leaders. So, and you know, like One Piece has that, Riftbound has that, sorcery, right? Sorcery very distinctly treats avatars as like a totally different card type. And what other game? I think that's largely it from the current big ones. Oh, Flesh and Blood obviously is like a totally different. But yeah, Flesh and Blood you also start with basically an avatar and play. But Flesh and Blood barely has. Oh yeah, Grand Archive too, right? Like so basically all of them, right? Like they all have like separate.
Basically, all of them have moved to, you know, Commander format.
Yeah, but Commander is just legend. Like any legendary creature can be.
Yeah,
like,
but
it doesn't...
now you're talking about like this thing can only be a commander instead of the, you know, it could be a creature or a commander.
And it's funny that planeswalkers can't be commanders, because
you know, they added a format where they can.
Yeah.
Just because.
What's it called? Tiny leaders or something?
I've never played it.
Yeah, I don't remember either. But the normal Commander games, ironically, even though it does make sense, and it would probably be a terrible idea to make a Planeswalker your commander. Oh yeah, but they don't even start in play. Yeah, that's a Commander's such a weird, because it wasn't designed. The game wasn't designed for it.
Yeah.
So I've talked about this before. Like many modern games take Commander basically and are like, what if we designed our normal 1v1 around this, like sorcery, and but in Riftbound it makes sense. So yeah, that's my, and I don't really like. I mean, I think I've made this pretty clear with my guttural sounds. I do not like the randomness aspect of the card flipping. Like, well, nope, don't like
Some
it.
gotcha player you are.
Yeah, but I don't like that. I don't like that much. I mean, I don't think I'm alone because
You
like
would never play Time Wizard, would you, huh?
okay, that's a choice. That's like if you're going for the meme, right? This is like if every game was a meme. So if you're playing a Joey Wheeler deck, you are going for the meme. You know what you're doing, and also there's cards like like second coin toss and whatever that increase your odds. But this is like embedded in the core of the gameplay, and it happens too like it's every combat, right? And that part I'm very iffy on. I think that's too much. I think that's too much. And also like it thins your deck really quickly, which I guess some people.
Again, there's no deck out in this. When your deck hits 0, you just shuffle the discard back in.
But I guess they can't really do graveyard themed effects because it would be too strong.
Here's obvious. I
So-
mean, there are things that are like, go search your grave and take them out.
Yeah, but I think it has to be fairly limited, and I don't know that part.
Did you look at Crombie's abilities?
No, I threw him off the table. Wait a sec, where is he?
I don't know. You just.
No, I don't see him anymore. Maybe I threw him off. Did you put him there somewhere? Is that the Black Knight? Damn.
Yeah, he's also got Zelgius.
What are you doing over there?
I don't know. I'm just taking cards out. I don't know where Crombie went.
Minerva. Wow, Pegasus Knight Minerva. That's interesting.
Yeah, they have lots of alts. There's the 3
Teach-
flyers from Shadow Dragon as Wyvern Knights as well.
Who is Shade?
She's a Cipher original,
Okay,
so you'll find her in a bunch of different colors.
that seems kind of lame.
What do you mean, kind of lame? You don't like having original characters?
No.
I don't remember which. I think it's one of the ones.
Especially not if she's filling a bunch of different colors. Then it starts feeling like filler. Like then it feels like, why are you filling like a bunch of slots? with your
There's
OC?
not a bunch of slots. It's like you get like a couple copies in each color, kind of thing. Like maybe 1 or 2.
Oh, there's a random leaf flying there. Okay. No, I don't know where. I don't know. You lost my Crom card. I blame you.
Why is it my fault?
Cause I'm declaring that I blame you, so now it's your fault. Anyway, I mean, I guess we could
Here, you could look
take-
at the Grima's
we
ability.
could reset and look at
Because that one's quite similar.
what
It's
the hell does
in the
search
top
do?
3.
I don't get it. Okay, let me take a look at this. Why can I only look through 20 cards?
There's pages. You can cycle through the pages.
But I can only look through 20. This is... who's Darius? Cut. Rotate. Deal. Search.
Here's
Reset.
the... I'll put it over on the table all the way to the left.
Okay, split it into 10 stacks, I think. I think that's what I did. Oh my god, this is starting to look pretty like a mess.
What have you done?
I made a tower of... I split it into 10.
It's the Tower of Babel.
Yep, that's what we're doing.
Was that something? Well, anyways, I've got Crom and Grima over here.
Oh, you got it? Oh, I got Azura. Interesting. I don't like this art either.
Which one?
This one.
I don't even... I'll wait for your stream to come up with it. It's like 15 seconds.
This one.
Or something.
This one. I put it in here. You see? This one. This Azura.
Here. Oh, yeah, I see. Alright.
Do you think that's good art? I don't know.
I mean, after you've like shoved all those new magic cards in my face, I kind of do. But maybe I'm...
Oh, look, man, you can't compare this to Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Like, come on, man. Also, I don't like this Takumi. That's not even Takumi. Is that his son, Kiragi?
Yeah, it's Kiragi.
Oh, God. Of course, this Kagero. Wait.
Kagero.
It's not even... Huh?
I see her.
Why is it not loading for me?
You're throwing it into my hand.
Oh, no, it is. Of course they do a poll. I think I've seen this card before. People kind of mentioned it. Because of course they did. I just realized, Joe, this is the stream where nothing bad happened to our stream, and I won.
See, you should play Cipher more often.
I can't believe this. This is the stream where like everything goes right. We haven't even had an OBS disconnect. That's crazy. Where's Chrome?
Yeah, I put them on the playmat that we didn't use.
Tab 2
So
allied.
see.
There are typos in the translation. Okay. Tab 2 all the risen units and deployed. Okay, I mean that makes sense. He's a... But those risen are probably weaker monsters or something.
Yeah, they're 0/0s.
Yeah, so see, they have to limit it, because otherwise graveyard decks would be too strong.
And then you look at Grima over here.
Wait, I forgot Grima can be female. Oh my god. Wait. I mean, Grima is possessing the female Robin, I guess.
Yes. There is both male and female Grima as Cipher cards.
I thought they always make the evil one the female. What did they mean by this? like in Heroes, right? That's also the female Robin.
I thought it was just because those sell better, but anyways.
What did they mean by this? Anyway, if you don't have a Grima on the field, you may level up your... Maybe this is the kind of stuff that YouTube cuts out, you know?
It wouldn't surprise me.
Not have a Grima on the field. But the fact that they cut out like over 20 seconds and then at the end we have a 666 length video, that's just crazy. I could not have... I could... Even if I tried to line it up like that, I wouldn't have managed. So that's crazy. That's diabolical, Joe. Literally. You may level up your own with this card. Is the effect important? Are you showing me an effect, or is it just because?
Well, yeah, I wanted to show you the ability. It was, take 3 from your deck, throw them in retreat, and then grab 3 risen from your retreat and put them in your hand.
Yeah, but that's just to hand. That's okay. That's not crazy.
What do you mean that's just a hand? You could still bond.
No, but I mean they
probably.
No, but I mean what I meant is like they have to probably limit like reanimation effects, right?
Oh yeah, that's limited to like healers.
Can healers put stuff back into the battlefield?
There are certain effects that do it, but
Okay,
healers
this
don't.
art
They add
looks
it to your
pretty good.
hand.
This art is pretty nice.
You like the Risen, all the monstrous evil things.
Yeah, also the
I don't know what that
undead
is.
booba over here. Like, why do they have to draw it like this? Oh man. Okay.
Well, if that's what you like, here's another one.
Dude, look how they drew the female Robin that's possessed. Like, look at this one. I mean, come on. I
Yep.
mean, look at. I
I
mean,
see.
it's not me. It's them. They did this. It's literally if evil, why hot? So like when Grima possesses Robin, he takes her clothes off. Like okay, all right, guys, I get it. like look, I mean, huh? Like, that's literally what this is. Right? It's literally what they did.
Doesn't that also happen in the game, or do you just?
I'm
never
not
get
sure
that?
that's a canon event, Joe. Like him taking the
It
clothes
has to be
off.
canon because that's where the timeline where the children come from.
No, I mean taking
children are
no, I mean
technically
taking off her clothes off. When it's like I don't think that's a
Oh.
canon event.
I mean, she has a child unit somehow, so.
Oh my god. Oh, Boro. Man, I remember the old Fire Emblem Heroes days. When people were shilling Oboro because she's like a 3-star, and you could get a lot of merges on her, and she would be actually kind of okay.
I remember there was an entire account dedicated to clearing the challenge runs with like the 3-star units.
Just
And at
3
some
stars.
point they're like, I'm sorry, I can't do it anymore. They've power crept things too much.
Just 3 stars.
Yeah.
Because I mean,
You don't
4
remember that?
4 stars are free to play too.
No, he like very specifically did it with just the like 3-star free units that you're guaranteed.
Damn. Oh god, I forgot that she was simping for Takumi. That's like such an old, like. I'm reading her flavor text, her quote or whatever. Oboro. Simping for Takumi is like so lame. Imagine simping for Takumi.
Gosh, I can't. Wasn't he the final boss in one of the games?
Yeah, in I think in Conquest or something.
Ugh.
Bad games. Bad games are defined by like any Fire Emblem game made after 1982 is bad.
What do you mean after 1982?
That's the joke, Joe. If I said a real date, people get mad at me, or a non-existent audience would get mad.
I thought you'd pick something like 1994, or just like as soon as Kaga left.
That is no, because Thracia was 2000. I can't say that.
What?
Yeah. What?
Thracia is Kaga. That's why I'm.
Yeah, but I can't say 1994 because Thracia came out in 2000.
I don't. It did not come out in 2000, but it did come out in the 90s.
Wait. It came out really late though. Oh, 1999. I almost got it.
Yeah. You're a whole millennia off.
Millennium, Joe. Millennia is the plural. Anyway, it on the Super Famicom it came out in 2000, January 21st.
Clearly, that wasn't the first thing that ever got released on.
Well, the other thing is Nintendo Power. I don't even know if that's a real release date. What is that? I don't even know what that's supposed to mean, Nintendo Power. That's not a platform. It was originally released for Nintendo Power Flash cartridge, then on a ROM cartridge. Man, Nintendo was doing ROMs even in the 90s. Damn. Reselling ROMs. On the ROM cartridge the following year. Okay, so it wasn't a Flash I mean, alright. But I don't know. For some reason, I remember the 2000s release date. But yeah, so anything released after Thracia is not a real Fire Emblem game, obviously, right?
We're sure Kaga worked hard on Blazing Blade before it was taken away from him.
It's been ruined. It was too cartoony. I mean, objectively, Blazing Blade is honestly not, like, qualitatively not that good of a Fire Emblem game. It has I did play it on hard, and hard in that game is much more difficult than normal. But
I do also remember that technically Roy is a Smash original character,
yeah.
because Smash Bros. Came out before Blazing Blade.
And I mean, obviously it was simpler because it followed Thracia, but like, and I'm not someone who is like, I don't even know if that's a thing. Like, do people still like worship genealogy? I think there's much more criticism about it now.
Criticism about it? I don't know. I don't see much criticism of it. I mean, people always criticize Kaga for doing a weird and obscure things.
No, about stuff like the length and the trading, and I mean, there's some obvious criticisms.
Oh, I mean, yeah, like the trading should not have been as bad as it was.
That's ridiculous. Like, like, why is it like this? so you have to be like, what? You have to be married to trade something directly. Like, what was it?
No, you had to sell it to the shop and then buy it from the shop.
No, but I think if you have like a marriage, or if you're like really close,
you're thinking of something else. If two units were, married, they could send each other money. That's it.
Nice. Maybe I'm not really, because that's something that was more important in Gen 2 than Gen 1, and I don't talk about Gen 2. I don't acknowledge Gen 2.
Why not?
Because the story just... I mean, Gen 1 was so much more interesting. And then part 2 is just, well, it's the same thing again, like with like every other game.
Is it because it doesn't have the political intrigue? It's just, all right, the bad guys won and now we're fighting the evil empire?
What do you mean bad guys?
Oh my god.
You're telling me Hilda's on the wrong side? Come on.
I forgot she's your wife.
No.
I think she actually has a card here too. Let me see if I can find her. Cause I'm sure she has it.
Then they made another character named Hilda and they ruined the joke.
There's like 3 Hildas.
Yeah, that's wrong. That's just wrong.
Oh, I don't see her. She might not have a card. Huh.
See, this is why the game failed. They didn't have a Hilda. Imagine not doing a Hilda card. Yeah, and I mean also Ishtar. I mean, so many great characters that and Reinhardt before he was a meme.
Yep, Ishtar, Reinhardt, Leaf, my favorite. My boy.
See, there you go. Although, well, Leaf is more great because of Thracia, not because of Gen 2.
Yeah, he shines in Thracia. I mean...
Yeah, Thracia is so
He's
good.
Strong in Gen 2.
I like how, like, if you like Thracia, everyone acknowledges, yeah, the game is kind of broken, but and very abusable, but there's so much potential there. So many things that the franchise moved away from that I think made it less interesting.
Oh gosh, it'll never happen because we don't have Kaga. But would you ever like to see like some of the old Fire Emblem games remastered by Kaga, where it's like he goes back and fixes all of the jank that he left in there, but
you can't do
still
that.
Has the great stories.
They wouldn't let him back.
That's what I'm saying. Like it'll never happen, but like in a theoretical universe, wouldn't that be cool?
I mean, Joe, I used to be that guy who kept waiting for Fire Emblem to become the thing I wanted it to be, but unfortunately, it's just not gonna be that anymore. Like, I gave up hope years ago, so I'm just bitter and moved on to other things. Unfortunately, like it's just like they're doing school setting and weird laser weapons and Edelgard being one of the most popular characters, and it's just at some point I have to acknowledge I'm in a tiny minority of old boomers yelling at clouds, and it's just moved away from me, and And the next games are either gonna be Three Houses related or sequels or whatever. They showed one, right? They showed a trailer
I don't remember honestly.
with
I haven't
with like
watched.
Solstice on it, or was that something else?
I don't know. You have you at least looked at Vistaria Saga yet or no?
I think I did. I'm not. I don't think Kaga is like honestly that good anymore. Like I'm not sure. They're just. I looked at
I mean, he's
some of the
making the game with like no budget, but
Yeah, but I'm just not that tied to like one guy. Like, I mean, I think he made a bunch of mistakes too. Like when I played Mystery of the Emblem for like the original one, it was pretty. I didn't like it. A lot of the map design was pretty bad on that game. Like the original Mystery of the Emblem, I didn't like it at all, especially the first couple of maps. They're like very tedious, and you didn't have many different options of traversing them, and I don't know. I didn't like. I'm talking about book 2 of Mystery of the Emblem, and I think Shin, like FE12, the remake of that for the DS,
yeah.
was much better. But ultimately, it still had very limited things you could do.
And by
Because,
things you could do, you mean like, what units are strong or what paths you can take to get to the end or
like in Radiant Dawn, they had like 3 classes now. There was Lagoose, there was like a bunch of different equipment that did weird stuff, and there was terrain differences. They went and there was sky battles. They went into directions that were more promising. And then there was like this period where that game failed, and they did the DS remakes, and they had, let's say, polarizing, washed out art, and like I'm talking about Shadow Dragon and FE12, and they weren't that well received. Also, they introduced the like 12 introduced the OC, the character, the self-insert.
was it Chris or something?
Yeah, Chris. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like for the first time, there was a playable me character, So, and that was heavily criticized in FE12 because it was kind of like a large retcon, and like a lot of the things they attributed to Mars were actually you, and it was just people did
that's the
not
sort of thing I wouldn't like.
people did not like the changes to the plot in that, and then they made Awakening, which and this feels weird to say now, but in Awakening they picked up a lot of new players, so it was like basically a whole new generation of Fire Emblem fans. And it feels weird to say that now because Awakening is now like 13 years old. Right? That's crazy. So even the Awakening fans are like boomers now. Like even that's like the old gen now. Like that's just slightly younger than the genealogy fans and the Tellius fans. That's why I make these jokes about how the Fire Emblem community will just not be united, because it's like basically different camps of like what, like
everyone's different favorite.
Like your favorite Pokemon game was the one you played first, right? Yeah, I don't agree with that one for either franchise, because Pokemon, I think Black and White. I think Black and White are my
the first one I played, but I think I like the GameCube games more.
Yeah, for me too. So real quick, I think for Pokemon, the first one I played was literally, I think, Yellow. It could have been Blue or Red. I'm not sure. I don't think I owned that first cartridge that I played. But my favorite one is probably Black and White. Even though I acknowledge that the competitive is bad with the Weather Wars, because they made weather permanent if it's from abilities in that game. Anyway, but for Fire Emblem, my first one was the first one that came out in the West, for the one with Lyn and...
yeah, Binding Blade.
Yeah, it was just called Fire Emblem, so...
Yeah.
So, I remember playing that in the hospital, actually, like, because I had nothing to do. I was really... really into the dialogue because I hadn't played anything like that before. So yeah, and I got just really enamored with it, and I really fell in love with the franchise with like Lynn Elliott Hector. That was pretty great. It's pretty great, and even though in hindsight the story of FE7 is a bit weird, like the Black Fang stuff is just a bit and I didn't know that it was a prequel to 6.
Prequel. Yeah, something that didn't come out in America.
Yeah, so the story was weird because they had to make a war game about like a period where there was no big war in the story, so like you kind of were limited, like what are you gonna do? So they fought an Assassin's Guild the whole game. It's like, wow, this is the biggest Assassin's Guild I've ever seen. Like they sure have a lot of mercenaries. That's
Yeah, I think there was also like a lot of fighting bandits, and at some point Norgal starts throwing like monsters or undead at you or something.
Yeah, I don't think there's many monsters in 7. That was more like an 8 thing.
I remember 8 definitely had like a ton, but I think Norgal like reanimates some people.
Yeah, but they're like
Stella is like
but they're like
or something.
yeah, but they're like the normal human enemies, just as undead.
Yeah,
but not like actual monster classes. They really went hard in on that in 8, and that was like at that time we didn't know that, but that was similar to Gaiden, right? So the 8 had a lot of like Gaiden.
Yeah,
things.
I really liked that about 8. That was pretty cool.
Yeah, so also having 2 protagonists.
Yes, and having that choice.
Was there really a choice? Would anyone go Erika? Is it a...
I mean, look, being able to choose does mean being able to choose wrong.
Yeah, I mean, if you don't pick, I mean, after meeting Ephraim, if you don't meet Ephraim, I don't know what you're doing, man. Like, it's like, it's like really, you wanna pick the guy who runs straight into the enemy empire, like into the heaviest fortified fortresses, or are you gonna be the princess that goes into the mountains to save some village there? Like, come on, to the mage village. Nah. It's yeah.
Alright. I guess the last thing I wanted to say was the reason why I bring up Kaga and Vistaria Saga is I do actually see him improving a lot over time. Like you mentioned, not being able to go many ways in the maps. I distinctly remember a map from Vistaria Saga where there's like 3 different ways you can go. You can either try to force your way through gates with thieves while people bombard you with spells. You could try to go through a mini boss, or you could try and help some guy get his boat back and then take his boat to just, go across the bridge.
Yeah, a lot of these kind of tactics games evolve in that kind of direction. Like I heard about triangle strategy also. Like apparently it has like a bunch of different ways to tackle maps. Like like games that look and on the surface play similar to Tactics Ogre, like it developed its own genre. Or like that gacha game that's like what was it called? Convalaria, something like that. Yeah, that game you can play it as a non-gacha. It's like they made a whole game and then they were like, we have to fund this somehow. Okay, let's add a gacha on top of this. So like there's like 2 modes. One of them is the one with the gacha characters, and the other one is like the normal game. It's like, and people praise the normal game a lot, so that seems to be pretty nice, and it's free to try. So, yeah, I wish Kaga could have found some other funding to make his games, to fund them better. It's pretty unfortunate what happened with him.
Yeah.
Maybe he's just like an old boomer, so he doesn't want to go on like the Japanese equivalents of Kickstarter or whatever they're doing.
I mean, again, he is, he's still making games, but now since he's retired, he just makes them for fun.
Yeah, but I just wish he would ask for more funding so that they would have more production value.
Yeah, I guess I can't say too much about production value since like some of the portraits he uses are straight up generic from the RPG Maker.
Yeah.
But not all of them are generic. Like he got the original artist from Thracia 776.
Oh,
And
really?
she drew some portraits for him.
That's pretty nice.
Yeah, before she passed away.
Damn.
So it's a work of love. It does have political intrigue in the story.
That's nice.
Like the opener is that in the Empire, off on the other side of the ocean, not on your island, one of their boats was attacked by one of the lords of your island, and they're basically like, all right, well, you've attacked us, now we have to defend ourselves. But when they get there, that particular lord who attacked their ship surrenders and joins them immediately.
That's funny. Yeah, I mean, I wish there was more stuff like that. Oh, wow, look, I found it. Here.
Oh, yeah, I guess we should have used this playmat then, huh? Instead of the cool looking one.
I mean, we'd had someone to help, so I don't think we really needed it, but...
And look, orbs predate Fire Emblem Heroes. That I know you were surprised about that too.
Well, they are, I think, named after the ones in that you collect in Mystery of the
Shadow
Emblem,
Dragon,
right?
Mystery.
Well, Mystery was like, well, in Shadow Dragon, there was some. I think that was just parts of the. I think it was just like 2 parts of something with the Fire Emblem, but I think Mystery of the Emblem was the one where you collect like the zodiac themed orbs for one of the star orb or whatever. Like they combine into like the star orb or whatever it was. I think there was some orbs in the first one, but I'm not sure anymore. But I think it's named after that. I think it's those. So they were in the first game.
I just remember in like the first couple games I played, like Binding Blade and Sacred Stones. I'm just like, so what? Why is this called Fire Emblem? What is the Fire Emblem? When does this show up?
Yeah.
Little did I know.
Yeah, I mean, it made sense in the first game because it was like the family heirloom and also the shield, and also it opens chests, so...
It's, to be fair, in some of the games it is something different but exists, but in some of the games it's just like, where is it?
I mean, when they named the first one Fire Emblem, I don't think they planned this to be like a 20-part series, you know, so... But it's just less funny than Final Fantasy.
Yeah. Jeez, so there's no Final Fantasy? It just keeps going?
Not yet. At some point, one of the Final Fantasies will be the final Final Fantasy.
Yeah. Gosh, is this like how they eventually had Resident Evil Biohazard? Even though in Japan the series was always called Biohazard?
Wait, what is Resident Evil Biohazard?
I think it's like the 7th game.
Really? I didn't even know they made one named after that. That's funny.
Yeah, but in Japan it's just always been Biohazard, so I'm like, what would they call it in Japan?
I mean, the name Resident Evil is like so weird too. Like it's like this like typical 90s Japanese translation. It's like what what even is that?
It was popular, so it just kept going.
Yeah, it worked, so I can't complain. Can't criticize it, but it is a nonsense name. So
I think in the first game you might have been like in a mansion or something, which is
Resident
from.
Okay. Who's the resident here? It's evil. So to finish, what my thoughts on the card game. So I don't like the RNG thing. I also am kind of weirded out by like how quickly units die in this, like how much they recycled. I think you mentioned that like almost nothing survives more than a turn. I'm like, is that really
Yeah,
how Fire
yeah.
Emblem plays? Like, is that really?
I mean, when you're hitting enemies, that's usually how it works.
Yeah, but
Now imagine if, like GBA Fire Emblem had a PvP mode. You don't think it
it
would
did
also
have a
work like
PvP
that?
mode.
Oh gosh, did it?
It did
I
have
never
a
played with anyone.
The DS games they did have a PvP mode. And I think
I said GBA. Come on.
no, it's both. The GBA games had PvP also. It was like an arena
What?
thing. Yeah,
Gosh.
yeah. Look it up.
I don't
Like with
remember
the
this.
link, like the link cables and everything. You know.
All right, keep going. I can't sidetrack us this much. Oh.
Well, I just maybe this shouldn't have no summoning sickness. I don't know, but it feels a bit weird, and the fact that you can attack anything as long as it's in range. But Duel Masters limited attacking units to things that are tapped. So that meant that weaker things could stay alive, like weaker things with effects, like the Genie, like that they could, like unless they find a way to tap them, that they were safe, fairly safe. And if you also didn't have blockers, there's also no blocking that I saw. Is that a thing?
Nope, no blockers. I don't know of any way to redirect an attack.
That's
I don't think you
crazy. That's like, what do the knights do? How do the defensive knights work? Like the one I played.
What do you mean, like the paired knights, or do you mean like Jagan?
No, not like Jagan. Like that really heavy armor guy that I had. Where's my
Oh,
deck?
the
Did
heavy,
you remove the
the armored
cards?
guys? Usually they get support emblem for defensive, which is they give 30 if they're on the defense when they support. And also, if someone attacks them and it's not a tome unit, they get 20 more power. So they're just really tanky.
Also, yeah, that also reminds me that it's a one stat game.
Yeah. Like One Piece.
I have a love-hate relationship with those, as you know.
Yeah.
Sometimes I think it's okay, like in Riftbound, because Riftbound is already a fairly complex game. Like, it's actually a very complex game because people argue about the templating and the wordings on the cards, and there's so many erratas, and there's like timing question with action and reaction cards. It's a fairly complex game, so one stat is okay in there, but then you have like One Piece where I feel like, like maybe it's a bit too simple. So yeah, that's my things. Like, I'm kind of weirded out how often things die in this. Because there's no blockers and you can attack untapped things, there seems to be no difference. I guess it's balanced by there being rows.
Yeah, the back row is there to defend your weaker units or your ranged units.
Yeah, which also reminds me of Versus System, because that was the thing in there. But in Versus System you had ranged and flying. And that was kind of like if you have range, you can attack from the back row, and if you have flying, you can attack into the back row, even if something is in front of it. So this is kind of like both in one.
Yeah. I mean, if you deploy a ranged unit to the front, you can hit their back line, or if you have like your Tobin.
My 20 power Tobin.
I mean, look, my Sarah was 30 power. There's a non-zero chance of Tobin killing her from the back.
Oh yeah, 3 range is pretty crazy.
Yeah. Oh gosh, I forget if there's like a bolt book. I think there might be like a bolt thing in this. Like, how there's those siege tomes. I think you had to like flip a bond activated though, and then it made the mage 1 to 3.
Yeah, that's like what Fire Emblem is literally a franchise with equipment and weapons and items. Why couldn't you make those cards? like vulneraries or different swords, like everything being
There's Ursula with bolting.
Oh, Ursula, huh?
Yeah, infinite range actually, not even 1 to 3.
Oh, but only on your turn.
Yep. Well, I mean, your range doesn't matter on the enemy's turn.
You know, it makes sense with bolting since it's not something you can retaliate with anyway. Then attack a real attacker of your opponent's stack. Oh, this is like this is kind of like Fate Seal or something called.
Well, yeah, this way, like if you see like one of your opponent's units matches what they have on the board, you could set up their support and then attack them so the support fails.
Nice. Yeah, that's not bad. I don't hate this.
Okay.
But yeah, there's too much RNG for me, and you're like, this is I don't really like this, like, because it's also like manually, like it's just a lot of work. Like you constantly have to flip the top card of your deck, and then put it in the thing, and then put it back in the retreat area.
Yeah. Cipher used to be at least a little automated. There was like a support button that you'd push, and it would take the card and show you the support. And...
Well, that's probably the case in the Slacky app that 20 people use.
Yeah, it might be just as manual as I remember. It might have gotten upgrades. I don't really recall.
Yeah, it's just too often for me, and the RNG and the let me think. In One Piece, so you can counter and you can but you can't really reinforce yourself on your turn.
What is it? I thought they had those things where it's like plus 4,000 power or plus 1,000 or 2,000 from discarding a unit or certain units.
Well, you mean like playing events?
Yeah, events, or there were units that you could discard that increased your.
Yeah, no, that's when you are attacked. That's not when you're attacking.
Yeah. Oh, you mean when you are attacking?
Yeah. When you are attacking, primarily the way you get more power is through equipping Dawn.
Sure.
So this is what I mean. So like in One Piece, you actually have to make a lot of like tactical decisions of where you put your, like how many Dawn you put on what, and how many Dawn you use to spend on playing cards, and you have to constantly check how many cards in the hand does your opponent have, because counters are universal. So like it doesn't necessarily have to be like a specific, because in this game the difference between, well, you could have 5 cards, but how many of them are that character? So it's not really about the number, it's about which ones they are. But it does make it more likely that you have like a counterplay. But in One Piece it's more about the number, because like almost every card can counter or is an event. So in One Piece I feel like the tactical decisions are more like definitely less RNG. It's a lot more planning ahead, and you can't really plan ahead that much here because like there's so much randomness. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Do you see what I mean? Like in One Piece you have to like plan ahead a lot, like how many
there's basically no RNG except for what you draw.
In One Piece, right?
Yeah, in One Piece.
Yeah, like you have to plan your turns ahead. Like, do I spend the Dawn on? Also, yeah, it's much more flexible with when you play cards and when you spend your Dawn and stuff like that. You can, like, there's very little structure in the turn, except that it's pre-structured that your new Dawn come into play at the start of your turn, right? So it's in the Dawn phase. And it's 2 of them, so it feels more dynamic and faster. Even though there is summoning sickness. Honestly, I think One Piece is the better game, but it's maybe unfair because it was made like 8 years after this, or 10 years up. No, this was like 2014, 2015.
It's old, whatever it is.
So it's like 7 years. So it's a bit unfair to compare games that came out almost a decade after the other one.
I know, but aside from like the RNG, they play very similarly. Or at least I had fun.
I don't know. I think the part about using counters being universal, I think makes it pretty, and having blockers, I think that makes it pretty different. Like the way, like, and the survivability of your characters, I think is very different, and also, the leaders being separate cards because they're like, for example, the Zoro is specifically, there's many Zoro cards that untap themselves after they attack, after they destroy like a minion or something, or a character rather than a leader. So their second attack is usually designed to go after leaders, and you can't really, like, I'm not sure you can do that in this game because like the Zoro is like so designed to be like a leader card. So I feel like the designs are tighter. Like, I hate praising One Piece because I actually don't like it that much, but I think it's better than this game by in many aspects.
Really? Huh.
I have to say, like, unfortunately, I wish it wasn't that way because I like this franchise more than One Piece probably. But
Well, one of the reasons I wanted to play this was so that you could compare the two.
yeah, but do you agree with the aspects that I compare? Like, do you think I'm making good points?
I mean, personally, I don't mind that kind of RNG with the supports, because it's like, sure, it's a little random, but like, you built your deck, and that's one of the things you're supposed to build it with in mind.
Yeah, sure.
So like, you should well know, like, what you're most likely to end up getting.
And but it's like so ingrained. Also, like one other major thing is I just think separate resource decks are just currently for a game like this the way, because like I really did not like it in Star Wars where we have to pick, especially if I don't know the game that well and I can't really gauge what should I put in as a resource because it is permanent and I can't really do anything else with it afterwards. I mean, you can if you have cards like that in your deck. I think Wired is now in chat, by the way, and I think he was there when I played Star Wars, and he knows what I mean. He also agreed that it was kind of a feels bad when it happened, right, Wired?
Hi, Wired.
Like, you saw me say that I didn't like it. Like, I didn't like that resource from hand system.
Yeah, so I guess takeaway is if they were to remake it, nice idea, but poor execution. Maybe add equipment cards and.
I mean, that's a
separate
pretty much
resources.
remake the whole thing from scratch. Like, it's like think about. Imagine if this actually was more like literally imagine, Joe, if Grand Archive had a Fire Emblem skin. Boom.
Yeah, I mean, I would play that.
That's almost the perfect Fire Emblem game, wouldn't it? Like, that's literally what it should be. It should be Grand Archive. Right?
I mean, I wouldn't disagree. From what I saw, I liked.
There you go. There you go. You said I don't like weeb art. I was like immediately, no, wait a sec. I mean, remember Grand Archive?
I thought you were complaining about that one too when we played.
Not really. I mean, I'm not really like into super degenerate weeb art, but that the Grand Archive is still like within the bounds, you know. And I just think it wasn't because it's weeb art. I just think that 20-second set collaborative art just wasn't very good here. But yeah, dude, like, just literally Grand Archive with a Fire Emblem skin would be much better than this game. Like, you have to agree.
It's an old game.
Yeah.
I was mostly, found it amusing that One Piece worked very similarly, like with attacker winning ties.
Yeah, it's unfair too to compare them,
like,
because Grand Archive is also like a 2021 or 2022 game. So and it was made very deliberately. Like, it even has like a tagline like Western game design with weeb art or something like that. with anime aesthetics. So it has a tagline like that. And they deliberately, it is definitely a more Western card game design. Like, it's more like Magic than it is like Duel Masters. It's not like the Bandai games.
Yep.
But yeah, I mean, Fire Emblem imagine Fire Emblem with a Regalia deck. That sounds so awesome.
Oh, that would be cool.
I mean, that's
And
so
like, maybe
awesome.
you can only have one like actual Regalia weapon, like Durandal, in there.
Exactly, Joel. And Armad's like Hector's different axe. Imagine if you had fucking different axes in there. Different legendary axes. Dude, just... No, now you're hyping me up for a game that doesn't exist, Joel. Like, why did you do this? Like, why?
A game that can't exist. I remember Cipher wasn't even made to be like a competitive TCG. It was basically there to chill Fire Emblem and get people together.
Yeah, get the community together. Yeah, old yelling at clouds boomer me doesn't even want the community to get together, to be honest. I don't want to deal with those people. I don't want to deal with Fates fans. I don't want to deal with Three Houses fans. Like, definitely not those. Do you want to deal with Edelgard fans? Like, we know some of them.
We do. That we do. I don't know. I don't mind people liking the characters that they like.
Me neither. Just wait. Who is this? Sonia. Almost thought that's Hilda. Young Hilda,
yeah,
right
Nino's adopted mother.
Yeah,
also
I
a homunculus.
Yeah. They knew what they were doing with this art. So you just...
I know. As soon as Aegis leaves, I go find the art you like.
You mean Nurgle, right? You mean this art?
Of course. I look at all the stuff that's going on. The dragon-looking thing behind him. The dark magic in his hand.
Yeah, this actually is pretty good art. Yeah. I love the title, "Man Experiencing the Forbidden Nurgle." Man experiencing. Did he draw Exodia? Did he do
it? He's got a lot of gold in there. Could be.
Man experiencing the what is this AI translation? Like, what is this?
I think it's human translation, but
how do you do human translation like this? Man experiencing the forbidden.
Oh, and Wired. This game did actually do like a collab. It's got some Tokyo Mirage Session cards, which I'm sure that's obscure enough you've probably never heard of it.
No, I know what it is. I'm just pretending I don't know what it is. I just don't acknowledge its existence.
I figured you've known.
Yeah, I know what it is. Unfortunately, I know what it is. Wait, let me see what he wrote. He wrote a lot.
Oh, he has played. He does know.
He's a knower. A better fit for a card game. It is a great fit for a card game. It's an amazing fit for a card game. It's unfortunate they've generationally fumbled it like that.
Here, if you want to show him Sheeta.
I was gonna ask, why did this game get killed? Like, because like there's no way they didn't have money to continue it.
Yeah, I guess the answer is still we don't know. Show him Sheeta.
Oh, it's Kane. Oh, but it's the... Oh, God. Oh, jeez. Can we show this on stream? This may be a bit much for YouTube.
You mean? There's nothing, like...
I mean this one.
Which one? Oh, that's
Subasa
right,
Orga.
Turn it face down. You don't have to
you have to look at it. Go away, children. Don't look at it.
Like, how are we supposed to play Grand Archives if that's too much?
Why do you keep thinking Grand Archives is like super lewd? There's like barely any of that in there. I feel like you're nefariously misrepresenting Grand Archive. Dude, yeah,
I think that was most of the Tokyo Mirage session.
You hyped me up. You hyped me up for Fire Emblem themed Grand Archive decks. That will never happen.
I mean, as long as the idea exists, it's possible someone just goes.
You put it into the ether. Yeah. Dude, now I think about how cool Regalia decks would be with Fire Emblem equipment in there. Like, bro, like holy shit. Now you see what a missed opportunity it was to only do character cards. That's crazy. Mm-hmm. But I realized this came out actually around the same time as Cardfight Vanguard. Or not long after. Vanguard was like, what, 2011?
Mm.
And I just had to think about it because it just literally has a Vanguard area. It's kind of weird when you have One Piece side characters fighting toe-to-toe with the best. Yeah. Especially now that we have like kind of like a gacha game situation where there's power creep in the later sets, but since they ran out of the important characters, it's like a lot of side characters in the later sets that are now the more powerful ones. So you have this effect where the more minor characters are also the stronger ones. So it's like kind of like a long running gacha game. Like the Morgan guy from the first couple episodes is like in the newest set, and obviously one of the cards that are probably better than the first set cards. So it is funny. It's kind of awkward to tie a TCG with an existing IP. Not a big fan of alternate costume versions of characters. I don't think it's awkward to tie a TCG with an existing IP. It happens all the time. Like Gundam. Gundam's actually a good IP based. Like all the Bandai ones. Some of them are worse than the others. Like Union Arena. Well, I've heard decent things about current Union Arena, but I just don't like how the cards look, and I'm not sure about the gameplay. Anyway. But it is pretty fun. Is Joe still here?
Yeah, I'm still here.
It is pretty fun to watch. Like, there's like a competitive tournament finals or something, and it's like Neon Genesis Evangelion versus Bleach. It's like, well, you know what? I can see the appeal of this. Right?
Pose.
NGE is actually a pretty strong deck in Union Arena. Weren't you a big fan of Evangelion?
Are you asking me or Wired?
You.
No, I've never seen it.
What the hell? Okay. That's why you're not reacting, okay. You probably haven't watched Bleach either. Damn.
Absolutely not. There are very few animes that I've watched.
Even if the Cipher were still alive, I'd need to wait for the next farming game before they'd be able to add new characters. Well, that's not true. They can just keep dipping into the same well.
There are plenty of characters they haven't released yet from games.
I don't know which.
That is also an old message you're reading.
Yeah, I'm working my way down. Kind of strange, but I used to love the idea of big card games doing collabs, and the Corps start doing it. Well, what do you mean by collabs? Do you mean like... Because there's like card games that do like nothing but collabs, like Y Schwartz and like Y Cross and Union Arena. Like those card games are literally like all about just dumping a bunch of franchises into it. And most people treat them as like collector's items. Like there's like a Nikkei collab in Y Schwartz, so probably in multiple of these games. Or like Blue Archive. Or different gacha games. Probably Persona. Because that's in everything. It's kind of strange, but I used to love the idea of... Yeah, okay, I already read that. That's neat. I played some team, yeah. Wasn't a game community really into Y Schwartz? Vanguard found the game's pretty mid. Wow, I have actually not really learned how to play Vanguard. I think that there's very little demand. I think the game's... I saw the game kind of rebooted like twice. It seems to be in a rough spot. But gameplay-wise, it looked kind of interesting. Numbers are pretty big. Yeah. If you like seeing new stuff, then these collab card games are definitely not for you. But one could argue if you play something like Pokemon, you also keep seeing the same ones over and over, so you're not seeing much new stuff with them. So yeah, Joe, I think you're a bit surprised.
That's about it for the day.
You're a bit surprised that I like this less than One Piece. Like,
Only a little. I knew it was an old game going into it. I figured you would like that there's more things that you have to choose and decide, though, rather than the simplified Dom that you just get two more of every turn.
No, you make, like, I think you have to play a real game of One Piece. There's a lot of, like, small decisions you have to. I think Wired saw it too when I was playing on ladder or whatever, at least I tried. There's like a lot of like micro decisions every turn where like where you put your Dawn. Like like exactly how many you put on which character and how many on your leader. So you have to kind of calculate like how likely is your opponent to have how many counters every time you attack something. So actually it's mentally pretty draining actually. And so and you have to do it with every attack. Like the thing that's random here is like a conscious calculation in One Piece. Yeah. So I disagree. I think you have to make way more decisions in One Piece. Like difficult decisions actually. Like you have to plan ahead, like, and yeah. Like you kind of have to like do some math in your head, like, okay, if he has that many cards left and he's also gonna get maybe more life cards, like what do I attack, how many Dawn do I put where, how many do I leave to keep open to play my stuff, and maybe an event that I have in my hand. Like there's a lot of, whew, man, just talking about it makes me tired, but it is a technically very engaging game. I think much more than this. Like there's way more decisions.
All right.
And I hate saying this because I don't actually like it that. Like I like Gundam more. I'm just saying, like, I like.
Yeah, Gundam's got a lot more than this, and like, you know, even I'll say that with like no hesitation.
And Gundam doesn't have like in Gundam you don't think that much about the opponent's hand cards. I mean maybe you should, but there's no like there's no like using any card as a counter thing. There are commands that they could play on your turn to influence combat. That's somewhat rare. But there is stuff like blockers. You have to think about how many blockers they have, and how much life the base has, and you know, you have to kind of predict what they're gonna do in their next turn. Like, are they gonna have a pilot perhaps? Which gives them like having haste is a very special thing in Gundam, and also damage doesn't go away. But even if damage doesn't go away, I feel like things die slower than in Fire Emblem, and that's kind of weird, isn't it? Like literally a game with like Gundams, like the robots die less than Fire Emblem characters. I'm like, wait, that's something is off about this. Like,
I don't know. When I did see you play, like I did see the Gundams not last too long unless they, you know, the opponent had a bunch of them, or you're trying
it
to
kind of
be conservative with
depends.
your attacks or something.
Yeah, it kind of depends on what kind of matchup it is, and whether they're blockers. In One Piece, it's kind of recommended to wait very long until you use your blockers, because like the One Piece kind of ramps up with the Dawn, and the Dawn are literally power, so the numbers keep going up as the longer the game goes, which is honestly I think is pretty good design. Because like it forces the game to end, right? Like the numbers keep going bigger, and the leaders are in play all the time, so you cannot have a situation like in Magic. It can happen that like both, like everything gets destroyed. You have a simplified game state, and both players need to find a solution by drawing cards. In One Piece, that can't happen because like the win con is on the field, and the numbers
You just throw all the Dawn on your leader and then attack.
Exactly, like even if you play literally nothing, the game will end because the Dawn come into play, and they're literally power. And like even if you literally can't use any of your cards, you can't finish the game. And your opponent also has responses, like they could draw more. They're very likely to draw more counters, but it depends which ones. And Like, you know, the game just naturally keeps ramping up. There's like a progression to the game state. And there's One Piece is a game where like fail states basically can't happen. You can't have non-games. I mean, you could have a situation where you deny the opponent so many resources all the time, like where almost no character can stick. That's possible, especially if you play against like, what was it, purple or black or something like that. But in One Piece, like it's very like the game is designed that you can the game will fairly quickly finish, and but comebacks are possible, and yeah, but there's a lot of like safety nets for like bad decks. Like even if you don't draw any out, you still have your Dawn. And I think that's honestly pretty good game design for the game that One Piece is. Like, it's not supposed to be overly complicated. Like, One Piece is a fairly simple game, like with a low learning floor, but the skill ceiling is still extremely high because there's so many of these like micro calculations and decisions you have to make. Like, honestly, the more I think about One Piece, the more I'm like, it's maybe not my personal taste, but a lot of thought went into it, and it's honestly, the design is pretty good, and I think it deserves to be pretty as popular as it is. Like, I'm not surprised it's a huge success. Like, it's kind of designed pretty well. It's just not personally for me, but I still think it's better than Cipher. But which is unfair, because One Piece was designed like 8 years after this. Like, Cardfight Vanguard would be a more fair comparison, because it came out a bit earlier than this. But I don't know how Vanguard plays exactly. I just know a couple things. I know there's a Vanguard unit, and I know there's like... I remember very little. Yeah. Yeah, One Piece doesn't have different win conditions. Like, a lot of these Bandai games don't. It's literally just take all their life. Or there's deck outs. If you want like a completely like a modular game with like a bunch of different win cons, it's kinda is like, that's what Magic Gathering is really good at.
Yeah, they have some weird things. Like, sometimes decking out is your win condition instead of your loss condition. You know, like a weird thing like that.
It was called Battle of Wits or something. No, that was a different thing.
No, I thought it was like Oracle of something or other. It's like if you have them out and you draw your last card.
Thassa's Oracle, yeah. That's
yeah.
not really what the card was designed to do, but that's kind of how it's used.
Nah.
Battle of Wits is like a funny different card where you win if you have over 200 cards in your deck.
So what, do people just try to tutor that out and then...
Yep. Also unplayable in Commander.
I don't know. I think there's a way.
No, Commander literally has like a fixed deck size,
ban
right?
on it?
Like, you have to have 99, right?
Okay, yeah.
If I remember
You still
correctly.
put it in, it just wouldn't be useful.
Yeah, it's literally unplayable. Yeah.
Alright.
So that's
I
what...
don't know if there's anything else to say.
What do you wanna like? So next week we're doing the. Next week's
Should be
already
Grand
the.
Archives, right?
What?
Was it Grand Archives next week?
Yeah, I was just checking if that's already next week's. Okay, so next week we're doing Tuesday again, probably.
Right.
Yeah. So next, so somewhere along this week I will be streaming Riftbound, which I've been wanting to do for a week now, but sorry for that.
I mean, you have Medieval, who was in chat, who you could probably get to join you.
Maybe, but for the first or for the next stream, I would like I'm in the Discord with where you can, it's the Discord of the what was the site called, TCG, like where we played Riftbound.
TCG Arena.
TCG Arena, yeah, the Discord of that site, where like you can ask for games, and there's like a bunch of people who actually are knowledgeable. Like, I would like to learn the current metagame, because there's like a lot of competitive play going on, so I would prefer to play against someone who can teach me the like current good decks, and also the site. and medieval was set, she's new, so yeah, maybe for the time after that, maybe I hope to make Riftbound maybe more regular content, but if I need someone knowledgeable first. So yeah, so hopefully I get a fine time to play Riftbound. And other than that, next Tuesday we're gonna play. What are you doing? Is that even? Oh god, it's Arthur. Damn.
Yeah, he gets funny art because funny character.
Yeah, but he didn't have. Did he, yeah, I guess he did. He have art like this in Fates.
I mean, his art had like the same style as everyone else in Fates, but he did look like that in Fates with the superhero look.
Man,
that was his whole shtick.
These memes are so old now. This is like, I mean, damn, man. Can you imagine Fates is like a decade old? Damn.
No, I can't fathom it being that
old. Now your knees hurt and your back cracks.
I still gotta lift things and carry them back and forth.
Dude, Fates is almost a decade old, dude. I shocked you when I said Radiant Dawn is like from 2007.
I didn't even think the Wii was that old.
Yeah, the Wii's turning 20 this year, just like the PS3.
This is some hack.
Yep, welcome to feeling old. Yep. PS3 is turning 20. Yep. 2 decades. You can almost legally drink beer over there. Yeah, so Riftbound sometime this week, and next Tuesday Kurin will be back. We booked him 3 weeks in advance so we can get this. And we will play Grand Archive in some form or another, whether it's 1v1 or, if we can, the new 4-player format that they just released or are about to release, with special pre-con decks for it that look pretty nice. I looked at a video about them. They look awesome. There's special mechanics that are only for the Pantheon 4-player format, like boons and you start with like a protective shield that reminds me a lot of Gundam, but it's even stronger. Yeah, Grand Archive is a great game and deserves more exposure. And yeah, if you're interested in that, and you should be, join us on March 10th. That's gonna. Maybe we should make an announcement post, actually. Maybe like on all our socials.
Yeah. Get the social media, girl. Have her do the work.
Yeah, and yeah, maybe I'll ask Corin if he wants to also make one or something like that. Like I just want to be sure that we're gonna do this, and I'm not sure if it's gonna be Pantheon or not, but I'm gonna look into it. Because I don't want to announce something and then delay or cancel it. Like, that sucks. So maybe we just put the announcement only a couple days before and not like a week before.
I'll just double check with them.
Finally seeing Grand... Yeah, it's not going to disappoint you. Grand Archive is legitimately, like, they did not disappoint. Like, it was a Kickstarter and it lived up to the hype, which already was a couple of years ago.
Quite like it.
Even Joe likes it, and he doesn't like many card games. Right, so thanks for tuning in. Thanks for watching. We still have... This is going to be a pretty surprisingly successful stream. We have like 4 people in chat.
See, I told you, it was a great choice. Gotta try Cipher.
Maybe that's just because we're generally more popular now. We're popping off. We're super popular because of my painful streams.
Oh, the audience enjoys your suffering?
I don't know.
I never would have guessed.
There sure what? Actually, I won in this stream, so I didn't, honestly I didn't
I
suffer
didn't
much.
say you're losing. I said you're suffering. It's different.
No, I was about to make the joke like they sure got a lot of that this time, but then I remembered, wait, I won though. That's kind of a weird thing to say. And actually in our actual game in this video, I didn't suffer at all. Like I had good draws. I destroyed you pretty much, and everything went right for me in that game. Like I exactly had the ability that I needed on my hero. Like, I even said like, man, unfortunately I can't move Yulin, and I read my text and I'm like, wait, that's exactly what Alm does. Why does Alm move enemy units? That doesn't make any sense, but okay, sure.
You can finish the game.
Yeah, finally I don't have to play anymore. Like, damn, I won pretty quick though. Like, I was surprising even me.
Cipher is a quick game.
No, but I didn't.
Even if you're trying to play the stall deck, and the other person just goes aggro, they will hit you in the face and probably win.
Yeah, but I still didn't expect to win at all or this quickly. So there you go. Because bad things happen to me in practice games. Damn it! I defeated you pretty soundly in a similar way in our sorcery game. Spoilers.
Yeah.
That's crazy. So you're saying I'm on a winning streak.
Yeah, maybe you'll keep it going with Grand Archives. The chat will have to tune in next time to find out.
Don't jinx me. Anyway. Which is funny because I literally played Jinx.
That's not Grand Archives, that's...
Yeah, that's Riftbound, yeah. In a game I lost. But yeah. I don't want to think... Actually, one of the Pantheon decks is Kong Ming. Alright, I now remember a quote-unquote joke, a half joke I wanted to make for a long time. I need to play Kong Ming again to heal my past trauma. I think you will agree. I need to play I need to figure out Kong Ming. I need to play it.
It looked like a perfectly fine deck. It just, I suppose you're right about being complicated for a beginner.
Well, and it's not that deck. It's a different deck. Like they made a new one.
Different.
For Pantheon, it's a Pantheon deck. It has like I don't know how many cards in it.
What other decks there are? We're using starters again, right? Instead of throwing something together ourselves.
Well, if we play Pantheon, which I hope will work out, we're gonna use the 4 Pantheon precons. There's like there's like a Lysana, or whatever her name is, the night one, and the one that cooks in her pot, the herbs and stuff. That sounds like it's something for you, and or Corin actually. She's like a medic or something. She's she brews potions and stuff. And then she makes like giant magic missiles out of them, like meteorites. I don't know. I didn't look too closely, but yeah, something like that. It looks pretty fun. And there's Xander. That's probably Corin's deck, because that's a guy.
I will have to ask you to let me go so I can make something to eat and go on to the next thing I gotta do.
All right. See, I told you it was
playing this with me.
Yeah. No, finally you're being proactive on the channel. It's nice to see. All right. Have a good one, Joe. See ya.
Yep. Have a good night. I'll see you next time.
Yeah. Alright, so again, thanks for tuning in, guys. Like I said, on March 10th, Grand Archive with Corin. Somewhere this week, Riftbound with me on my own. And that's, I think that's pretty much it. Thanks for watching again. Make sure to like and subscribe. Join our socials, the TikTok, the Instagram, the X that I do sometimes post on. I will probably post about the Grand Archive thing, and maybe even leave a message if you want to join the Discord, which is still empty right now, but maybe soon it won't be, since we're now super popular and successful and amazing. Have a nice rest of your weekend and see you guys soon.